behind the scenes action.
Casual playthrough and first playthrough. There we go. There. I don't know. Do you think that the pumpkin face should be like I had before, where it was like a ha ha, like big smiley thing, or do you think it should be like more scared to reflect the fact that the text says spooky?
I think if you're the pumpkin face, you're the one doing the scare, in which case I like the haha look.
No.
Oh god.
That's so cursed.
And,
Oh, they have an update. Ooh.
I'm just gonna grab the black and make it its own thing. Because the eyes should go, I don't know, I guess underneath the glasses.
Yeah.
We'll just move some parts around. Because I think the shape of the eyes that you did and the pumpkin mouth is already fine. Ooh, hold on, wait a second, let's move this nose.
What the heck? Yo, bro, can you put the song? A lot of stuff. And to follow. It's a gospel song from Argentina.
Argentina gospel?
I don't know. Someone showed up like super early in the stream. That's very unusual.
Well, right now?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh.
Mute desktop audio just in case. I have no idea what this is. Also, depending on what this is, I might not even be able to play it, period. Because it might be copyrighted.
Oh boy.
We'll see.
First the MCA strike.
Oh, yeah. Nice try.
Uh,
Yeah, it's definitely not.
what was it, like a Rickroll or something? Or something not appropriate?
It seems not appropriate, maybe.
Ooh. Yeah, oh.
Let's see.
Foolish viewer. You think we can't be tricked?
Foolish viewer. You think we could be tricked?
Yeah, you see, or the pumpkin guy. Pumpkin face guy.
Yeah. Sorry, guy. Nice try.
Better luck next time.
Thanks for trying to have a little bit of fun, though. Feel free to stick around or or boogie. The choice is yours.
Probably the mouth is super tricky because your beard over here clearly shows.
What if instead of it being the super wide mouth like we did before, or like I had before? Well, because like make this all invisible so you can see the original again. So you see the sorry, I mean the original like the JoJo face.
Okay,
yeah, that one. What if we did something kind of like that, like a similar shape to that, but then just made it more pumpkin-y?
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just what? Hide. Or don't hide. Oh, because
oh god. It's very cursed.
Okay.
Oh, I can probably delete Obofoken finally.
Obofoken?
Yeah, it was because I accidentally, so when I initially made the character Obotoken, I kind of messed up some stuff, and I was like, I should fix that, but I couldn't. So I was like, you know what? I'll make Obofoken and then go back. And then we ended up doing the live stream stuff, so I just kept the Obotoken. I don't know why I went with Obofoken as a name, but
the folks of Obo. That sounds like a cult.
Confirm delete. There we go.
Oh.
Obotoken has been removed from this existence.
Goodbye, alternate universe Obotoken.
This is really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I asked for help. Although because the eyes are like situated properly within the glasses, it does lose a little bit. Like it doesn't look the curvature isn't there anymore.
Yeah, it's a little odd. I don't know.
We might have to change that too. I'm not sure.
How do you feel about removing the glasses entirely?
It definitely needs the glasses. That's part of my brand.
Oh, sure, all right.
My brand.
My brand.
My brand.
My eyes.
my glasses. Oh, just make them like just make them like thinner like that.
Yeah.
More curved and just like. Nyah!
Yeah.
I want when you see the face, I want you to think. When you see the face, I want you to think. Nyah! That's the first emotion.
If you do not feel this emotion, then
If you do not feel. Nyah!
You must feel it. Yeah. Starting to look a little too happy now.
It needs to look more evil or more mischievous, at least.
I think it's hopefully it's as simple as doing a little bit of a curve. Maybe that's too much.
I'm so weirded out because now that I'm like because you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Omega Anime Cloak is here. Hello. Not typing, just
Hello.
in chat, but hello. The person who showed up to be like, "Hey, would you play this song?" They have like a decent chunk of followers, and they like actually stream.
Oh,
They seem to be a raunchy VTuber, based on what I can tell. So that's its own barrel of worms. But man, that's so weird. Just someone show up, be like, "Hey, can you watch this porn?"
Oh, it was porn.
It was.
Oh no.
I muted desktop and opened up and like put it in Google via like incognito, and literally everything was just like full anal, and I was like,
Oh boy.
sure you got somebody with that at some point.
Yeah. I know your tricks.
It's a gospel song from Argentina. What a clever lie. You know what? Let me see if I can translate this. Let's see what it actually is. Google Translate. See. do you wanna take a guess what it means?
I don't even know what the original words are.
I don't either. I don't know how to say them, and I'm not gonna out loud. So here is what it translates to.
Oh, Zach, you sailor mouth, you.
I didn't. That's not fair. You can't be upset with me.
This is gonna go on my list of out of context conversations with Zach.
That's not fair. They did give me a follow though, I guess, which is weird. There you go. We're back.
Anything for a follow.
Anything for a follow.
You get sent that link. Most things for a follow.
Well, that's the thing. Links are forbidden.
Forbidden. How do you think this is looking, by the way?
It looks pretty good. Can we get is there a way that we can get like the mouth just like nose a little smaller and mouth a little bigger overall?
Yeah. I agree. No, I'm just gonna make the nose its own separate layer.
In the background here, I'm trying to find like a happy alternative to what you calls it, the spooky text, but I don't know, because it's like my first instinct is just to go with chiller, and I'm like, that's a little trite,
No, a little bit.
you know, and I'm like, I don't know. It's gonna be really funny because once this emote is done and we have it uploaded, dude, I like that. I like the fucking horrible, distended, evil ass mouth. Let's go. Look at that.
Ah!
I'll get you, Ichabod Crane. What do you call it? Was I just about to say? But only 2 people are gonna be able to use this emote. It's gonna be me and Theta, because you can only use emotes for subscribers.
Oh,
So,
you fool! I have the file. I'll just upload the JPEG.
to chat? I don't know if you could do that.
Yes. I will make sure it happens.
What?
What if you just have some eyebrows? Nah.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, because obviously you don't really put eyebrows on a pumpkin, and I like the eyebrows a lot. But like, what if the eyebrows were like little fire?
A little bit of fire.
That just makes it look hairy.
It does.
You know what? Just go with what you had a second ago, where you just had like the really thick, like evil eyebrows.
What if I just copy your eyes right now and just call it eyebrows?
That's gonna make me look like a spider. Are you sure you want that?
No.
And excuse
I
you,
no longer
Lawrence.
want
That's
it.
not what my eyebrows look like.
This is what the rest of your face looks like?
When I'm in the spooky mood, yeah.
I don't know exactly what your eyebrows look like.
You do or don't.
How would you describe your eyebrows?
My eyebrows are very swoopy. It's like a big swoop.
A big swoop?
More like not like that. No, it's like a frickin'. How do I give me 1 second? I had to open up paint. I had to open up paint so I can show you what I mean. All right. Size brush.
You telling me that throughout our years living together, you don't have pencil eyebrows?
I do not have pencil thin eyebrows. No. Here you go. They look like that, but like, you know, better. Also thick. I do have pretty thick eyebrows.
Alright. Then answer me this, and this is
yeah, there
important.
you go. Look at that. Look how evil that motherfucker is.
I'm gonna scare Saba! Haha!
I don't have plans for the Halloween event. Let me close my door. Ugh.
I like the idea that your family just hears no context.
I guess we should probably talk about Pokemon in literally any context during this Pokemon stream, huh?
Probably.
How is that? There's a tiny dot in the mouth that's not black. Do you see it?
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, there is. I thought it was just dust in my
No.
screen. Is this another one, or is that actually my screen?
I think that might actually be your
No, that's my screen. Okay.
All right. Let's change spooky, I guess, so that way it looks less collegiate.
Yeah. Spooky.
All right. Let's get rid of the whole thing.
Is this already?
It's already rasterized.
I did.
Yeah. What font would be good?
So tiny, but I guess
your font is set to 6 pixels.
oh, I don't exactly. Oh shit! I accidentally deleted it. Spooky. Oh yeah, this cartoon font.
Oh, it's your comic book font.
This is my comic book font. I think I'm just gonna steal this red.
Is the red a good color?
Uh,
Also, there's
I
an
don't know.
exclamation
It's a
point.
good starting color. Oh, there's an exclamation. Well, Spooker.
There you go. That's not bad. I on the one that I did, I gave it a little bit of an arc.
Oop.
What the hell?
Not what I wanted.
Would you do invert?
A little bit.
What can we do to make this look a little spookier? No, 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 no. That's not how you do an
No, you don't
outline.
like that.
You fool! You have to add the outline on the layer below.
What I mean, this is stroked,
Right.
so it's on the same layer.
No. Well, I mean,
No?
yes, but it cuts into the actual font.
No, it doesn't. I have it set to outside, so it doesn't
Oh,
cut into
does
the
it?
font.
Is it tight around the font?
Yeah, I can set it up so that it's outside. If it's like inside, then it's gonna cut into the font. Center is like a good.
Because when I
middle
do stroke on my Photoshop and I do outside because you could do like outside, center, or inside. When I
Yeah.
do outside, there's like a gap in between, and I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
because the selection that I did wasn't like perfect or whatever. So what I've been doing is I'll add a layer below the font, select it, then do twice and then go to center for the stroke and do
Yeah.
twice the pixel density. So that way there's no gap, but I
Oh.
only get to see half of it because it's behind, and then I'll merge them. That's what I've been doing. I don't know. How do you feel about this? Maybe
This
something
font?
instead of a white stroke.
They have a white stroke. Let's see what we got.
It needs to
I
look
don't know.
Halloweeny. What are Halloweeny colors?
Orange and black are the colors I think of with Halloween.
Maybe black font with an orange border?
Let's try that. Spook. Grab the. There you go.
It's Halloweeny.
looks
It's a little
like-
hard to see though. Right.
Which, by the way, you're fine with the font?
The font looks pretty okay.
Oh, all right. I kind of just had it up. Yeah.
It's dynamic and silly, which is kind of what I wanted. I don't know. Maybe just a white border? Bit of orange?
A white border with a black font.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's see.
I feel like it's missing color then.
Okay. I mean that makes sense, but what would you add?
Man, I don't know.
It's hard, right?
A little
Can
hard.
we take the font and add a little bit of arc to it? Like select the font and then go to the arc tool.
Oh man, where's the arc tool again?
Top next to the color.
Ah, yes, there it is.
I cannot see
Ooh.
the what the fuck
Yes,
happened?
Why is the S so funky?
Well,
Whoop.
Ooh! It's the P and the O aren't being affected, but everything else is. So all I see is poo. All right, maybe not this. Yeah, why is the S being so affected by this? That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Why is it so far away?
I don't know. It's so strange.
Let's keep it default. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe default's the best. I mean, once again, there's only gonna be 2 people that use this. So, can I make one final request?
What is that?
There is a decent chunk of blank space around the head. Can we get some bats behind everything?
Here's some bats.
Yeah,
Ooh.
some real quick and dirty bats behind the head.
Man, what do bats look like? Trying to think of in my head. It's kind of I guess quick and dirty, right? So circle.
What the heck is that? That's
It's a batarang.
It's a batarang. All right, let's see if we can find you a better reference for what a bat looks like. Dude, was my mouse? There we go. Bat.
Water mouse. He's going.
Icon. Yeah, they look like this. Here you go. Something like that.
Yes. All right. That's better to visualize. You know what? Let me hide all y'all so I can focus on this. Actually, oh fuck! Do you think I could cheat this? If I just whoops. Oh, what the fuck?
What'd you do?
I tried to. Wait, what is it? This is not the bat.
No, it is. No, it is the bat. It just didn't take the PNG transparency.
I have to save it then. Ah. Why draw more when we can steal?
I agree. I concur, sir. There you go. Look at that.
There you go. Look at that. That's for everyone. Yay!
There you go.
Okay.
Save that PSD. Send it to me.
Yeah.
I have one final idea, but I think I can just do it myself. And then we'll finally be able to start Pokemon after 22 minutes. Sir.
There you go. Feel free to make any additional changes.
I will do that. Okay. Download this.
Oh, we have our fans waiting. Our thousands of Pokemon fans waiting.
Even what do you calls it? Omega Anime Cloak isn't here anymore. It was really funny because the what you calls it cancel. What the hell? What happened? Okay. Oh, it picked up all of your preferences. The file.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. Okay. Because it looks very different than it did a moment ago. but that's totally fine. All right. New layer. I'm gonna put the layer all the way at the back, like under layer 0. I'm going to do. Where's the gradient tool? Gradient tool. There we go. I want it to be a radial gradient from color to color.
I'm finally seeing the chat. They were just like, damn it, you guys are smart. Yes, we do know not to, or to be careful with links from other people.
What about this? That didn't really work. What is is it not? Oh, I had to select from foreground to background gradient. Okay. How do you like this, Lawrence?
I be able to see what you're doing?
I'm sending it to you.
Oh, you're sending. I thought you were doing like
you
on a
fool.
Spooky.
That's pretty good, right?
It's pretty good.
All right, we'll stick with that. So file save as. I guess there's a thing. No. There's a thing for like save for web. I guess.
Save to
Um.
web.
Yeah, because the file formats need to be of a specific image size. I guess. Maybe not. Uh. Export as. Is this what I was looking for? Oh no, my computer. Computer,
Ooh.
please.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
it's
We're
chugging
fine.
along.
Everything's fine. No,
No one
no,
panic.
nobody panic. All right, we got that one. Can I add more exports, or is it just the one export? There's copyright and contact info. Okay, 112. Did that work? Let's see. I mean, I think it worked. Let's
Oh,
look
there's
at
an update in PokeMMO. All right.
spooky. That's an emote, right?
That is an emote.
That's an emote. All right. Let me export the other ones because it's you need 3 sizes, I think. Let's see. Upload desktop and it's spooky. The image is not square shaped. Yeah, it is. It's literally 112 by 112. That doesn't make any sense. How is it not square shaped?
Is it 112? It looks, at least from the pictures that you sent, it looks kind of rectangular.
It shouldn't be. How do I check the canvas size?
I think go to image in the top left and then go to
Canvas
canvas size.
size.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Got changed at some point. Well, shit. That's inconvenient.
A little bit. Quite so.
Cause oh, you know what it was? I opened up Adrian's. I originally made the canvas square, and then I opened up Adrian's JoJo picture of me, so it changed the canvas size.
There you go.
Well, I guess in that case, it needs to be 660 by 660. Oh, which means it's slightly too wide now. Gotta explode.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let me see. Let me see if I can fix it. Let me stream to you so you can see this
All right.
nonsense.
See the madness unfolding.
So, like, what can I do to fix the edges? You think?
Hmm.
Like, if I
What?
select all of this, file, no, not file, edit, stroke, make it like 8. What is that?
I gotta give it like a big old boulder. Border.
Boulder.
Big boulder.
Uh,
Giant rock.
so if I do that, and then if I do like, it's not gonna be
Yeah.
pretty.
Just gonna make it completely black. Or fill that area with black.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
definitely not a solution that I would have wanted.
I did have the same idea. I'm just hoping that it works.
I mean, It's not awful.
Yeah, it's not awful.
It's not great, but it's not awful.
That being said, I think if it's small to the
There you go.
emote
Now it just
size
looks
that
like a
usually,
Horizon sort of thing.
yeah, it just looks like Horizon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I think it's fine.
All right, save as not Photoshop. We want it as PNG, desktop, spooker. There
Okay.
we go. Back to this. Image is not square shaped. Shut up.
Take that, square.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Obo, Toll, Ken, spooker. All right.
Yeah.
So I think it has to, yeah, it needs to be approved because I'm not a high tier partner for Twitch, so it needs approval first. All right. Well, cool.
What a journey.
We finally did it. Let's get back. Let me close out of Photoshop and stuff. And we're gonna do Pokemon. Yay!
Pokemon time to fight the flying gym.
Oh, right, that's where you were. Did you start the flying gym? Don't forget to stream to me, by the way.
I had not. I just finished the tower.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Pop out, and there we go. Okay. Pokemon has officially begun. Oh, I was trying to catch a Tiny-Mo, like a good Tiny-Mo. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Because I was waiting for you to finish the what'd you call it?
Finish the tower. I don't want your Litwicks.
You can't use Litwick, you know that!
You know. Oh no. Please don't auto battle me.
No, those are just rematches that you can do if you want.
Alright. Perfect.
Sorry, I'm still just laughing at the person showing up and being like, hey, Google this hardcore porn for me and play it on stream.
Oh no.
It's so, like, what a thing.
You know what? I should have known that was a thing. I didn't think it would happen to us because we're small fry.
Well, I think it would. I think it would almost exclusively happen to people like us, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Anyway,
because big time streamers would not fall for that.
they would have like moderators and stuff that would handle.
Yeah. Moderators who will take care of the hardcore porn.
So, to get into the Pokemon mood, I had not really a discussion, but I had like a wee... Now, for the sake of clarity, I will say discussion. I had a discussion with Saba about Pokemon bad guy teams last night.
Yeah.
So, in this game, we're going up against Team Plasma, right?
Right.
Do you know what Team Plasma's goal is?
So they're Pokemon extremists, I guess, in a way. So
Kinda. That's pretty close.
They like Pokemon. They hate humans, and so.
And so what are they? And so we don't know yet, or at least you don't know yet, because we haven't gotten there. But as far as you know, that's it, right? Like they're Pokemon extremists. They like Pokemon. They don't like humans, right?
Right.
Do you know Team Rocket? And I don't mean the ones from the anime. I mean like the actual Team Rocket.
In which case, no, I do not know Team Rocket.
So Team Rocket, the team itself, not the group that was the The anime
Jesse and
antagonists.
whatever the name is.
Oh my god, I still can't escape. The goal of Team Rocket was to steal Pokemon for profit. Like they were exploiting Pokemon for the express purpose of profit in whatever way that meant.
Yeah.
Like there was even a part in the first game where you know the Pokemon Slowpoke? He's like pink.
Yeah,
He's like pink
the
and
soft looking dude.
yeah, he's like pink and he's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Apparently, Slowpokes can regrow their tails, but it takes a while and it's inconvenient and uncomfortable for the Slowpoke to do. So Team
okay.
Rocket were stealing a bunch of Slowpokes, cutting off their tails, and then releasing them back
God.
in the wild so that way they could regrow their tails, and they were using that for profit. It was supposed to be like a commentary on like shark fins.
Yeah.
Right, because
I see that.
technically a shark can survive without its fin, but it's obviously very difficult for the shark since it can't fucking move anymore, or it can't move properly.
Of course.
But yeah, so that's Team Rocket, right? Like the basic over-under was that Team Rocket functioned like a mafia, kinda, and their whole thing was just that they were exploiting Pokemon for profit. That was it.
Yeah. Classic villain
Team Rocket,
stuff.
right, like classic villain stuff, right?
Yeah.
Team Rocket were the bad guys for the first two games in Gen 1 and Gen 2. In Gen... I think I have to fight this guy again, yeah. In Gen 3, that's where we got a new pair of teams, which was Team Aqua and Team Magma, right?
Yeah.
Team Aqua wanted to expand the ocean so that way Pokemon had more place to live. And Team Magma wanted to expand the land so that way humans had more places to live, right?
Alright, so humans versus Pokemon.
Humans
sort of
versus
stuff.
Pokemon, it gives like a nice interesting dichotomy, right? And the basic over-under of that is just that it was two groups of eco-terrorists that both had like conflicting views on like how to like make the world a better place, right? And it's like, okay, that's a little bit more advanced, especially since both of their plans specifically involved acquiring like legendary Pokemon, i.e. Groudon and Kyogre. But at least their plans were simple, right?
Right.
Then we get to Team Galactic, which was the bad guy group in Gen 4. And Team Galactic's entire thing was, hey, we want to use the Pokemon of time and space to control all of time and space, so that way I can be the supreme overlord of the universe and make it a better place, quote unquote.
That's
You see the jump?
it's quite a big jump.
You see the jump there? Because we're playing Gen 5, I won't really spoil it for you. Not that it really matters, but I don't want to spoil it just in case you are invested in whatever way. Power 1 inflicts damage equal to the user's level. I will skip that then. Sorry. In Gen 6, which is the one after the one that we're playing now, you went up against Team Flare. And Team Flare's whole dealio was that they... on the surface, Team Flare seems incredibly narcissistic. Like, it seems like all they care about is fashion and making themselves seem better than everybody else, right? But eventually, you encounter their leader, and the leader of Team Flare is all about perfection. Like, he's obsessed with making sure that everything is perfect, and that manifests in his ultimate plan being wiping out all life on the entire planet.
What? How did that happen?
Because he's like, oh, we're too far gone. Like, we can't be perfect anymore, so I must kill everybody and everything so that way we can be perfect again.
Jesus Christ, alright.
You can kind of see where I'm getting at, where I'm just like... Early Pokemon bad guys were pretty simple and, like, their plans made sense. But then as you go further and further, like, into the games, they get, like, silly.
Yeah.
You know, in the
Yeah, it
level
gets a
of
little nutty.
right. But then we
Because
get
it
to
seems like the goals, well,
no,
it seems like the goals from the early villains, I guess, was that they didn't exactly want to kill everyone.
they just want
As
like
it seems like the leader.
they had their own goals, right? But
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily world domination every single time,
no, not
right?
at all.
Definitely fight that guy, by the way. Yeah. What was I saying? The and so I bring this up. I bring this up to Saba, where it's like, man, I really hope that they do more like small scale bad guys, and stop doing the like really intense like world ending nonsense that they've been doing for a while. Because like in Gen 7, which is the one that took place on like Pokemon Hawaii, at first, spoilers by the way, but at first it seems like the bad guy team is Team Skull, and the whole idea behind
Ooh.
them is that they're all like thugs and delinquents, and their ultimate goal is simply to not go to work and not go to school. All they want to do is loiter and graffiti all day.
All right.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty small scale, right? And I'm like, okay, I like that. But then it's revealed throughout the story that the actual villains are the Aether Foundation, which is like a company who uses interdimensional portal technology to
the hell?
acquire ultimate, like, super powerful beast Pokemon to try and take over the world.
Oh, I'll take over the world again.
You see it, and it's like take over the world again, right? And then in Gen 8, there really wasn't a bad guy team. Like everybody would tell you, and I'll even tell you that the bad guy team in Gen 8 was Team Yell, where they were basically just soccer hooligans, where they would cause rowdiness and like block off roads and stuff like that, or like they would like force people to leave an area. And at first, it just seems like, oh, and by the way, Team Yell is obsessed with this one character from the game called named Marnie. And it's not revealed until the 5th gym why they're obsessed with Marnie, because it turns out that all the members of Team Yell are actually just gym trainers, like not gym leaders, but the trainers beneath the gym leader of the 5th gym, which is a dark type gym, because the gym leader's little sister is Marnie. And he asked them to make sure that she did, or he asked them to make sure that she had every advantage to make sure that she, like, won the championship. And that's, like, the whole purpose of Team Yell.
Oh, well.
And so, once again, this is mostly just me, like, informing you more Pokemon stuff. But it's also... I don't know. I like the simpler stories. I think Team Yell is too simple because... Pokemon Gen 8, i.e. Sword and Shield, is hot garbage. But I like the simpler stories. And I say this to Saba, and she's like, I don't know. If it's simpler story, doesn't that mean that you have less conflict?
Not necessarily.
And that was my thing. I was like, not necessarily. In Gen 1 and 2, which Saba didn't play, admittedly, in Gen 1 and 2, when you're going up against Team Rocket, yeah, there's not really a lot of conflict. The conflict is that you're trying to get gym badges, right? Like, that's your conflict for the most part. But, you know, in Gen 1, Team Rocket fucking takes over an entire radio station and stuff. Or not an entire radio station, sorry. They take over an entire city.
Oh, my.
Yeah, because it's just like all of Team Rocket show up to this one city and no one can stop them. And it's like, oh, that's kind of interesting, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, as I said, I liked... Saba didn't play the original Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire. She played Omega Ruby, which was like the remake that came out afterwards. And Omega Ruby and Sapphire were the ones with Team Magma and Team Aqua, by the way, the eco-terrorists. But in the remakes, they completely fucked up their motivation. Where, do you remember what I said their motivation was?
Team Aqua wanted more water for the Pokemon.
And Team Magma wanted more land for people.
More land for the humans.
Exactly. In Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, now both of their plans have been cranked up to extreme, where Team Magma wants to evaporate all of the ocean. So that way there's, or sorry, yeah, Team Magma wants to evaporate all of the ocean. So that way there's only land. And Team Aqua wants to flood all the land so there's only ocean.
That...
Right? And
What?
it's like, and exactly. And the thing is that once again, because the what you calls it, the writing has only gotten worse as time has gone on. You look at that and it's like, that seems really weird, almost as if that makes no sense. There you go. He figured it out.
There you go.
I'm proud of you, Lawrence. Because
Like,
that took me
hell's
longer than
happening?
I'd care to admit to figure out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really need to harp on the point any more than I already have. But
Why would they change the motivations for the remake?
because
It seems like extra work that they didn't have
because
to
they
do.
felt like they needed to have it be a more grand story, right? And I'm like, nah, you don't need a more grand story. The story was already like pretty good.
Yeah, there's like those were like solid motivations.
Plus 10%
Can't go wrong with
speed,
that.
minus 10% defense. That's not bad. Let's see what your IV... Oh, the IVs are slightly
look
above
at that.
average, but he does have a fucking 0 in special defense. And a high attack. I'm not going to
Ooh.
use this guy for attack, dude. I'll catch another
Ooh.
Tiny Mo. I'm having fun just kind of chit-chatting while Lawrence is doing the gym. I think you and I are... I think as soon as you beat that gym, you and I will be tied. Like
Ooh,
we'll
really?
we'll finally be at the same place again. Anyway,
We may finally battle.
I'll battle you. We're on even
Please
footing
do.
right now. I'll definitely battle you. Don't think I won't.
Ah, shit.
So what was I saying? And you even have the advantage because your starter's the water starter.
Ah, yeah.
Think about that.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, my good old Dewat.
Yeah, Duwat, the Samurott.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I think what I ended up concluding with the conversation with Saba, because she wasn't trying to say like having a grandiose story is better than having a simple story. She was claiming that like if you don't have the big stakes, then where's the conflict? And I'm like, I don't know. It's a Pokemon game. You don't really need that much conflict. You just need to understand like, oh, these are bad guys and they're fun, you know?
Yeah.
All right, you should definitely heal before fighting her because she is not a
Oh,
slouch.
yeah.
She's definitely not a slouch. Although that being said, I was fighting her with a fighting type, so maybe that was my fault.
Time to
So-
give her a lot of water.
No, just leave. Just leave.
Just
Go
straight
to the
leave? Oh.
go to the right behind her is the cannon. Just take the cannon out.
All right. The cannon just goes straight out.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at all the cannons, like, man, I don't want to take all the cannons to go back.
I don't even think you can. I think it blocks you off. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
So heal at the
probably.
Pokemon Center, and then you'll be all set. Anyway, I think what Saba mistook as conflict was more scale rather than actual depth. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Team Galactic, I think, was probably the upper extreme for where the ridiculous Pokemon bad guys could have been. And that's purely because Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, and Arceus are ludicrous Pokemon, right? Like Pokemon that literally control all of time and space. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that the story's going to be that
Yeah.
grandiose, you know? But then, like, in Gen 5, the gen that we're playing now, the legendaries that they added are, like, the legendaries of truth and ideals. And it's like, that's such an ephemeral concept that, like, you suddenly have to have, like, this team that is really weird, and also they're all fashioned. They all look like they're fucking knights, like medieval knights, right? And
Yeah.
it's just weird. It's just weird. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, trying to remember what the fuck I was just saying.
You were saying something about the Team Plasma, you think?
Nah, I think I already met my point. You aren't like you understand what I'm getting at, where it's just like I want there to be more simple teams, and I came up with ideas for some more simple teams because I want teams. Oh, that was what I was gonna say. I like how you splat into the wall.
Yeah, it's really good.
So the thing that I was actually complaining about that Saba completely disagreed with me on was that every single team post Team Rocket was designed to reflect the legendaries of the game, right? So Team Magma and Team Aqua were after Groudon and Kyogre, right? Team Galactic was
land and ocean, yes.
Right, land and ocean. Team Galactic was time, space, and the void in between, right? That's like galactic, cosmic level stuff. Team Plasma is about like the reason why it's called Team Plasma, by the way, is because the two legendaries that we're gonna see once we finally get to the end of the game, both of their things is that they generate infinite amounts of energy, but in different ways. One of them creates it through fire, and the other one creates it through electricity.
That's really cool.
So that's why it's called Team Plasma, because both of those things are plasma, just in different forms. So once again, these are all really cool, and I appreciate them. However, I still very much argue, yeah, that Scald catches you by surprise,
Damn.
huh?
That hurt.
But the I don't know. I want more teams that simply have their own motivation and not just are designed to reflect the legendaries that are in the game. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you don't want them to reflect the legendaries?
Not anymore. Because I think that's why I like Team Skull and Team Yell. I like Team Skull and Team Yell more than Flare or Plasma. Right? Flare being Gen 6, Plasma being Gen 5. I like Team Yell sucks. I still like them better than Team Flare because at least I understand their motivation, and their motivation doesn't seem comedically stupid. You know, like why on earth, like literally everybody in Team Flare, whether or not they knew it, was essentially volunteering to be a suicide bomber.
Oh my god.
Because that was the ultimate goal for Team Flare, was that they wanted to eliminate all life on the planet. That includes them.
Oh my god. They were absolutely crazy.
And that's what I'm saying, where it's just like it doesn't make any sense. I would definitely hit him with a water move, not aerial ace, by the way. Because remember, you get
even if it's not very effective.
Why would it not? Oh, because Swana's water type. Yeah, never mind. That's a good point. I would just hit him with Slash.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been doing, but he keeps. Oh, now it's using Scald.
It shouldn't do much,
Roost
right?
like
water
5 times in a row.
Oh, don't worry about Roost. Roost only has like 10 PP. He'll only be able to use it 10 times, so.
I figured that was gonna be the move, to just keep hitting him and make him use up all the Roost.
Critical hit. There you go. It's dead.
Hey.
Look at that. You're doing great.
Well, you know, look at that. If you're looking, then I'm succeeding. If you're not, I'm kind of stuck.
I'll make sure to be more attentive. Yeah, Razor Shell. Let's go.
But I'm guessing you being you already had ideas of your own villain team motivations.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons. So, you being you.
You being you. I know you.
You know me. You know me. Like how I didn't want to bother anybody with it, but I wrote an entire, because remember how after we finished Outer Wilds, I was like, man, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we had another DLC that featured non-humanoid aliens that were like more exploitative and capitalistic in culture rather than spiritual slash scientific like the other two.
Yeah.
I wrote up that I made the entire DLC.
Oh my!
I didn't
Already?
even have to stay up until 4 a.m. to do that. I just did it like yesterday, and it was like, dude, this was great. Had a great
Yeah.
time. Anyway, but
Pretty
we're not
good.
talking about that. We're talking about Pokemon. So yeah, so the first one I had, and I ran this one by Saba, and she didn't really seem to like it that much. But the first idea I had was Team Doom.
Doom.
Yeah,
Alright.
Team Doom. And the entire idea behind Team Doom is that they're very much like Saturday morning cartoon villains, where their schemes are all wacky and ridiculous, but they don't actually want to hurt anybody. They just want to be recognized as being the biggest, baddest team ever. So, like, for example, the example that I gave Saba was, all right, boys, our next big scheme, we're going to steal a Pokemon Center. Well, that's really cool, boss. How are you planning on doing that? We're gonna kidnap a bunch of Machokes from the local construction company, and we're simply going to lift up the building and walk away. And then like a different minion chimes in and goes, boss, how are we gonna kidnap the Machokes? They're already owned by trainers. We can't just like take them. Silence, minion! We move now! That was basically the idea behind Team Doom, is that they all think that they're super big evil villains, but when it comes down to it, they just like the aesthetic of being bad guys.
Like they're all wearing like dark clothing and villainous gear. It's like, oh man, we look cool.
Like I'm thinking like Skeletor, but in Pokemon. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, it totally does.
But yeah.
By the way, beat the gym.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Let
Man, it's a lot
go.
easier when you don't have a fighting type as your starter. Congratulations. So I just caught theoretically my last Tynamo. I'll meet you outside. I don't even know if we're on the same I don't even know if we're on the same channel.
Channel
Quirky
2.
is no stat changes. HP is low, attack is whatever, defense is whatever. Special attack is high. Special defense is high. All right, I found my Tynamo.
Hello, Tiny Mo.
All right, what should I name this Tynamo?
Name after the guy that tried to prank you. No, Ed, I'm not ready to fight you.
It's not a fight. It's not a fight. You're fine.
Okay, good.
I'm just gonna call it Penne.
Penny.
All right, there you go. So I finally got my Tynamo that I wanted. like a half decent Tynamo. Gigalith, would you mind telling me what kind of a trainer he is?
You also have a giggle. Wait, is Gigalith actually telling him my information?
Kinda.
Excuse me, that's weird private.
I missed the last stream, but how is Metroid Dread? Metroid Dread has been really fun so far. It is my first Metroid game, which was in the title, obviously. But so the thing I'm having slight trouble with a couple things with which apparently are just things within the Metroid franchise, which is the hidden blocks have been giving me a lot of trouble because I'll walk into a hallway, see nothing there, and be like, oh, I must come back here later, and then leave, when in actuality I'm supposed to shoot the wall to open it up so I can continue. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to like the Hollow Knight type stuff where it's just you hit the wall once and it's gone. But that's fine. That's its own thing. And then the other problem I've been having is that Metroid Dread requires you to hold a lot of buttons at the same time. Like left trigger to aim, right trigger to equip or de-equip rockets, and then jump, shoot, and counter are all three entirely different buttons. So it's not necessarily like the game is difficult. It's just not a control scheme that I'm used to. So all in all, having a great time. Like, I think it's really fun. I'm having an excellent time. But I would appreciate it if the game was a little bit more gentle with me. That's about it.
Please be gentle.
All right. Lawrence, I do believe with that is my team. That is my Gen 5 team. I have my starter, my Grass Monkey, a Tiny-Mo, Reuniclus, which is the single cell organism thing, Litwick, which will eventually turn into Chandelure, and then Conkeldurr.
Ooh. My team is...
Oh, you are? Oh, look, I am here with you. I'm right there at the PC. Yeah. You can see my green name.
Yeah, I see you. And for me, I got a good old Giggle Rock, my Duat.
Yep.
Duat. Simisear, who is lacking a little bit.
A little bit.
He needs to be built up. Zeb over here, who is started off super weak, but is actually pretty useful. Throw, who I just like the idea of him suplexing other Pokemon. And then my Clink with incredible IV.
Your Clink with its incredibly high, perfect special defense. It's incredible. I definitely well, I mean, obviously we're still going to be seeing more Pokemon as we go, but how do you feel? Do you think that this might be your final team?
I don't know.
Because we're getting to the stage of the game where switching Pokemon past this would actually just be wasting EXP.
Yeah, I figured that we would get to that point. In which case, yeah, I feel like this is my team.
All right, cool. Make sure you're using your EXP share to its fullest extent. And Lawrence,
Indeed.
Right after I respond to the thing that Mikey said in chat, I'm gonna challenge you to a fucking battle.
Really? Oh,
yeah, absolutely. Get ready.
Oh, give me all your health potions.
I just finished watching the first season of Squid Game on Netflix with my mom. Amazing show. I heard it's really good.
Very good.
I heard it's like a Korean death game show. I'm a huge fan of Battle Royale, the movie, so I'll probably end up watching Squid Game eventually. So I look forward to that. Spoilers.
Yes.
Lawrence, I've been watching Hunter x Hunter Season 2. Surprise Saba with it soon.
Yo, that's very good. She'll be super excited to hear that. But yeah, Squid Game's really good. It's
Did you watch it?
Oh man, yeah, I watched it with my mom as well, and wow, things get real emotional.
Invite you to the link.
Reject, block, and accept.
Here we go. Right click, letter J. We're gonna do a single battle. The levels are automatically gonna be set to 30. Let's see who wins.
Oh boy.
If I win, you owe me $50,000.
Yeah, sure, I have $79,000 here in Pokemon. No. Real money. Cash. You just fucking slap me?
I arm thrusted the shit out of you.
What the fuck?
Get wrecked, nerd. Let's see it, but your bulldoze is gonna be pretty strong. Yeah, there you go. My speed fell. I think I'm still faster than you, though.
You are definitely faster than me.
You could forfeit.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away.
Oh, but you have to watch Squid Game at some point, OMG. Oh, I definitely will. Don't get me wrong. I definitely will end up watching it. I'm just a little preoccupied at the moment. But like I said, I heard a lot of good things, so I look forward to checking it out. Oh, Razor Shell, you killed me. I can't believe you would do that, Lawrence.
You must die.
What a piece of shit you are.
Oh, fuck. Wait,
hello.
This is a bad matchup.
Oh, he's gonna bring out the Simisear.
Who would have thought?
I suck you.
How dare you suck me? I
Reuniclus!
you would switch.
Hello! It is I, Reuniclus!
I can't even tell what type of Pokemon you are.
Exactly.
You're green, so you must be grass type.
But you can see that Lick is super effective.
I know, but Lick is like super low damage.
Hey man, you're up one Pokemon against me, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, could you possibly have a move that's super effective against mine?
Probably.
I'm just gonna, well, let's see. How bad can it be, really?
Dizzy Punch!
Oh my god.
Oh, I tried to confuse you, it didn't work. Dizzy Punch has a, like, 10% chance of causing you to dizzy.
Oh man. Well, the 9 to 10 odds were on my side.
Goodbye.
My Clink is level 30? I didn't even realize.
Well, no, because the fight automatically set everybody to level 30.
Oh yeah, everyone is at 30. Okay, I see.
Hello, Samurott. Your
Excuse
Samurott
me?
is really fast, if I remember correctly.
Excuse me, but my name is...
Oh, it's
Dua-
more grass! He's back!
Fuck. Shit.
Don't Wi-Fi battles set things to 50. Not in the MMO. In the MMO, you can set it to literally whatever number you want, so I just set it to 30.
How bad can this be? Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna suck him. I'm gonna give him that good suck.
Yeah? Oh man, they're all low priority. That sucks.
Welcome back! Hopefully
Oh,
he
no.
survives whatever you're about to hit him with. Yeah!
Oh, thank you.
I survived! Oh, you're faster than me! No!
Holy shit! Throw you fast! Yes!
No, that's really
You
bad for
slow
me!
son of a bitch.
Alright, sad boy, let's go!
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh, sad boy's faster than Throw.
Oh no.
I've also been getting into various Undertale alternate universes. I watched a video that went into like pretty big detail about all the... You avoided it! How did you avoid
Wait, but then my
it?
revenge is kind of low then. That's fine.
I watched a video about like a bunch of the Undertale AU stuff, and they're interesting. I can give them that. Dude, I'm gonna lose this
Oh,
fucking
yes.
fight. I can't believe it.
I don't even know.
Litwick, let's go.
Litwick. Couldn't I just... Wait, no I can't. You know what? Let's see how Clink does.
My favorite is Story Shift, where Kara and Azrael are in the roles of Sans and Papyrus.
Super effective, son of a bitch!
It's a steel type, you fool!
I am fire beat steel.
Yeah, and melt steel.
Melt steel shit, you're right.
Sorry, Mikey.
Oh.
That sounds interesting, but I don't really know much about the Undertale AU, so that seems neat. I obviously know who Kara and Azrael and Sans and Papyrus are, but I don't really understand like what that means for the story. But it's cool. It's cool. You sparked me. Oh, you burned yourself because I have flame body.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So you know what? Do you know what being on fire means?
Take damage over time.
Also, it cuts your attack damage in half.
All of my attack?
Yep. Well, not
shit.
special attack. So your spark, I think, was physical, for example.
Wow, let me switch to this then.
That definitely works. I might die? Oh, I survived!
No!
I survived, nerd!
No!
I live. I lived, bitch. What are you gonna do? Gigalith? That's a rock type. Do I have anything that can hurt a rock type? Kinda. There's no way I'm faster than you, though. Yeah, I'm about to say, you're a Gigalith. There's no way I'm faster. Power Gem's non-physical. Damn it. Hello!
Oh, yeah?
It is kind of unfair, because both of us can see what we're gonna do. I'm faster than you are, you know that. I'm a monkey.
Yeah,
I'm a monkey and you're a rock.
I've already accepted my fate. Oh shit, no, this is the worst matchup.
But I only have 2 Pokemon left. It's this and the brand new Tynamo I just caught.
But the difference is that your Omega is stronger than my dude. Or is super effective.
It is super effective against your Doo-Wop, that is true.
And the rest are low.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Huh?
I can't. You know what? I'm just gonna hope that's my big size.
Big size.
Yeah, it just tinks it. I did not tink it.
Giga Drain, super effective. Let's go. All right.
Yeah. Let's go. I'll fuck you up.
You think so?
Shit.
That's a critical hit, Shadow Claw.
Critical
You're
hit
dead.
too. Oh,
All right,
no.
Cling Clang, let's go.
Hey, Zach,
What?
you can call it a draw, right?
Are you shitting me? I lost 3 Pokemon before you lost 1. I'm absolutely kicking your ass.
No, but what if we call it draw? Everyone wins. Oh!
The fact that I was able to pull this win out of my ass is incredible, actually.
Yeah.
GG, Lawrence. That was actually incredible. That was really great. So you know what this means, right?
What does that mean?
We're not going to do another one. We're going to make more progress, but we're going to have to do another one right before we face the champion.
Ah, yes, that would be very fitting.
All right, let's go. So now that we beat that, I think where we're supposed to go is... Actually, you know what? Give me 1 second. Do I have a... I don't think my Litwick has a name. I don't think I gave a nickname. Yeah, I didn't give a nickname to my Litwick. What should I nickname my Litwick?
The acronym for lit that we made up last stream.
Mikey, you already have a Pokemon. I don't remember who, but you already have a Pokemon.
I want to be a flame.
Mikey, you're already flaming as shit. We don't need more of that. Let's see. Which one was it? Which one was Mikey? Did I name? I think I might have named Sceptile after Mikey. Yeah, I did. You're my Sceptile.
I'm stuck in a game you won't stream again.
What should I name it? I mean, there's Shy Sloth, right? Was a pretty recent follow. Let's see. Let's go to Alert Box and see who followed recently. Because we just named Tynamo after Bene. Theta. Oh, there's Ouchie Butt. Let's call it Ouchie.
Ouchie.
Want to go Ouchie? All right, I'm gonna nickname Litwick Ouchie real quick, and then we'll go.
I want to call it
Ouchie.
ouch, but
I think it was this. I think it was that, right? Is that how you spelled it? Yeah, it was. Oh, it's Uchi, not Ouchie. It's Uchi. Uchi. There we go. So it's no U. There you go. Uchi.
Uchi.
Uchi the Litwick. Why not call it Uchi Butt? Because I'm not early 90s Nickelodeon. All right, let's go.
Or Adrian.
Or Adrian. With his fucking, like, 20 minutes of potty humor.
20 minutes of incredible potty humor. Oh, out of the way!
Actually, I think we're supposed to go this way.
Oh, yeah.
Because isn't there a path over here that was blocked off and now it shouldn't be?
I believe so.
Dude, I like that person's haunch crow hat. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Poor dude has been... Oh.
Oh, you never
Sharon.
actually... Nerd. Now I'm going into the cave.
No, he's gonna not kick my ass, but take some Pokemon with him. I have to travel with low health Pokemon.
By the by. None of your concern.
You're making that voice, that means yes, the Southern Pokemon trainer is there. Or gym leader, rather.
I'm a gym leader, I'll have you know. Also, I'm Skunk Tank. From our Explorers of Sky playthrough. Oh, this is a quarry. That's neat.
Yep.
I don't remember that from when I played this last time. I'm about to say I heard a lot of really good stuff about Squid Game, so it's definitely on my list of things to like check out. But I've also been having a great time watching season 2 of Hunter x Hunter. It's definitely shonen, which I don't know what I was expecting exactly, but it's definitely shonen.
Yeah, I should rewatch Hunter x Hunter.
Why?
See what all the fuss is about. I mean, why? Because I only went through season 1 and I was having a rough time outside of the show, so I guess that's...
Oh, so
I
it
guess
kind of...
that
Okay, yeah.
it kind of like bled into my enjoyment of the show.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
So I was like, maybe if I watch it right now when I'm a little bit more content. Also, holy shit, Sim is here. Get out of here.
Do you have anything else that can handle the don't worry, later on your Duat will get well, it won't get it naturally. You'll have to teach it to him, but you'll get a TM for Ice Beam.
Ice Beam. Ooh.
Yeah, and ice is super effective against grass. You don't have to worry about that one.
He heals.
Nerd.
He was fucking calling me a nerd.
Yeah.
Oh, you also have fire. I keep forgetting that. Oh fuck, but that hurts.
Zeb. What was I gonna say? I had ideas for other Pokemon bad guy teams, by the way.
Oh, you have even more.
Yes, I do. So I had another idea for one. I called it Team Unity. And the idea behind Team Unity was that it was basically just a bad guy Pokemon team that was all about just getting more people to join the team, period. Right?
All right.
And there was like, and like, because it was like, I was basically inspired by like early Facebook, I guess, if I'm thinking about it, where it's just like, initially the reason why Facebook became so popular. Oh, dude, fucking wild Tepig in the next cave.
Yo.
You could literally just get my starter for free.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of loony. Anyway, yeah. So I was thinking about like early Facebook, where the reason why it like erupted in popularity was because it was exclusive. Like you could only get on Facebook if somebody invited you, you know?
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, what if there was a bad guy team that was exclusive, or at least claimed to be exclusive, and because of that, it became like a societal phenomenon within that region, was that like everybody wanted to join this team. And the idea was that the team was like a mixture of like a pyramid scheme and just like a scam in general, where they were like tricking their like, because we've been going up against like Team Plasma grunts, right? Imagine
Yeah.
if Team Unity grunts just like were constantly getting screwed over with like, yeah, I have to make like monthly payments to stay a part of Team Unity, but if I don't stay a part of Team Unity, I'll be an outcast.
Oh man.
What did you think about Facebook going down the other day? I actually legitimately think that it was a I actually believe the conspiracy theory that the reason why Facebook went down was to slow the spread of information about the Pandora Papers. I don't know if Lawrence even knows what the Pandora Papers are. You don't know what that is?
Not familiar.
It's the second largest leak in recorded history of like de facto definitive evidence of like the uber wealthy and politically powerful in the world taking vast amounts of wealth and storing them in like offshore accounts and stuff like that. It was a massive leak that just showed all of this. All of it, for the most part, being illegal or at least immoral. And it just so happened that within like 20 hours, if that, of the papers being released, Facebook, the largest like information sharing platform for normal people, gets shut down because of like hackers.
Oh my.
And it wasn't even just like it got shut down. It was like literally the DNS routing service that ran Facebook got deleted. Like just straight up, like it was gone. So like I says, I firmly believe that there was a conspiracy, but also it doesn't really matter because who's gonna do anything about it? I'm certainly not. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that answers your question, Mikey. That's how I felt about the Facebook thing. But anyway, yeah, so Lords, how do you feel about Team Unity?
I think it's a fun, silly idea. Just join the team. Just to join the team.
For me, when I was thinking about it, it hits just slightly above that role where suddenly it becomes unsettling for me. Because the idea of like a bad guy team that has convinced everybody that they're actually like really desirable and that people want to be a part of them, really does lead me to see like a bunch of really nefarious shit. Because like the thing I was thinking was, once again, you don't know this because you didn't really play any of the Pokemon games, but the 8th gym leader in the first generation was actually the leader of Team Rocket.
Oh.
Yeah, because the idea was that he was a crazy strong trainer, and he figured out that if you just apply to be a gym leader and qualify, you get to do whatever you want with your gym that you get. So he turned it into a secondary hideout for Team Rocket.
Ah.
Right? And it's like, oh, that's like pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Boulder's weak armor. His speed is so fast, but he's dying. Boulder, are you okay? No, he's dead. So weak armor is an ability where every time they get hit by a physical attack, they lose defense but gain speed. So I hit him 4 times, meaning he lost 4 levels of defense and gained 4 levels of speed. And then the 5th time, boom, killed him.
Executed him.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyway, so the thing with Team Unity that I was thinking that'd be kind of neat was what if, like, at the beginning of the game, Team Unity is, like, brand new. It's not really, like, that robust yet. And then as you get through the game, you see more and more people are joining Team Unity. And eventually, like, you get to the 8th gym, and the 8th gym leader is a grunt of Team Unity. And you get to the Elite 4 and get to the champion, and the champion is the leader of Team Unity because that's how influential he is, that he was able to just become the champion because everybody just said sure, why not?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a little spooky.
Yeah, it sounds like a cult.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going for.
Well, you probably succeeded. Bitch.
Lawrence, what did you do?
Like crits.
Wait, did you die?
Well, I like critting other Pokemon, but I don't like being critted.
No, please leave me alone. No, don't heart stamp again. I'm dead. Damn it. Tiny mode,
Oh,
do you have anything to
fantastic.
handle this?
Crits.
No. Dizzy punch, let's go. So yeah, so that was Team Doom, followed by Team Unity. I have 2 more, but technically the next 2 are actually just like they're just a pair, right?
Yeah.
So this one was inspired by the rivalry between Team Magma and Team Aqua. And I was thinking, like, what if you just have, like, you know the Hatfields and the McCoys?
Those gangs.
Yeah, well, they were just backwater hick families, but they had like that
Right.
huge rivalry with each other, right? Where the
Yeah.
idea is just like, you know, their rivalry is so old that no one alive even remembers why they're fighting, you know?
Right.
So I was thinking, what if there were 2 teams? Keep in mind that the names I gave them were because I was thinking, what if we added them to a Pokemon game that introduced the sound and light type, right?
Yes.
So the names of the teams were Team Echo and Team Reflect,
Ooh, all right.
right?
Very nice.
So kind of nice there. And the whole idea was that Team Echo and Team Reflect they have been rivals for so long that no one even remembers why they're rivals anymore. And the problem is that the rivalry has gotten so intense that it's like causing actual harm and like destruction to the environment and the cities around them.
Oh no.
Because the thing is that they don't want to hurt anybody; they just hate the other team. And I thought that'd be kind of fun. I thought that'd be like a fun idea to explore. You know, the idea of like, well, what if you just have 2 bad guy teams that are just so vehemently opposed to each other? What would happen?
Also, like how they try to not get anyone involved in their fights.
Well, the thing with that I was thinking was that at first, like early on in the game, they would try to avoid like public injury or whatever. But then as the feud gets more ferocious over the course of the game, they start not giving a shit. So they'll have like so for example, there was a scene that I had in my mind of a team Echo admin and a team Reflect admin just having like a full out like Pokemon battle in the middle of a busy street. Or like a public shopping center, and it's like, oh.
Ooh.
I thought that would be kind of neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were essentially my 3 ideas. And I was like, and I presented all 3 of those to Saba, and she was like, I don't know, it feels like the stakes are pretty low. And I'm like, okay. Do you need a doomsday device to have stakes?
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about Pokemon with Doomsday end games.
But Lawrence, that's
feel
what we
like-
talked. That's what we talked about. That's almost every single bad guy team.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like it. I like it small.
It feels silly, right? Because it's like, why would, like, I don't know, like you're canonically a 10-year-old in all the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Like, why would a 10-year-old have to deal with like end of the world scenarios? And someone could counter that by saying like, well, why would a 10-year-old have to deal with the mob? Well, because the idea is that you don't necessarily start by dealing with the mob. You start by dealing with just some local thugs and like saving people. And then as time goes on, it's like, oh, I am getting strong enough to where I can handle, you know, a mob boss. Because even if, yeah, like a 10-year-old shouldn't be going toe-to-toe with a mob boss, but that's a lot more reasonable than going toe-to-toe with God.
Yeah.
You know?
There's quite a difference of step here. It's a big jump.
It's a big jump, you know.
A honking big jump.
It's a hick and honking big jump. What else? Yeah, that's it.
No, here we go again.
You keep losing?
his I forgot what the fuck is the name of the Pokemon, the green snake looking bitch.
Superior?
Superior, yeah. Decided to create all of my fire types and then heal himself back to full.
Do you have... Stop real quick. Look at your TMs in your bag.
What is it?
It's the third to last.
There you go.
Do you have anything in there that's poison? It'll be a purple disc.
Shadow Claw?
Shadow Claw is... That's
isn't that
Ghost.
dark? That's Ghost.
X
Yup.
Scissor. Do you have anybody that can learn X Scissor? You can click on it to see. Yeah.
Do what?
It's not perfect, but X Scissor is a bug type move, which is super effective against grass.
Oh, it is it?
Yes. So that is a possibility. It's not a perfect solution, but it is a possibility. Oh, congratulations, Mikey, for getting yourself back to the gym. That's really good to hear.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I myself haven't even returned to Ring Fit. I think it's been 11 months, maybe? That's not true.
Oh
It's only been
my.
like 5, but still, that's way longer than I initially planned for my break, so... Lawrence, if you have a heart skill, you can go to the move relearner and your Samurott will have Mega Horn. That's an idea, too. The move
have a heart
relearner,
skill.
you don't have to go to a specific person anymore. They're just in Pokemon centers.
What does a heart skill look like?
It'll be an item that looks like a heart. Yeah, right there. You have one.
Oh, there you go.
Now, that being said, I don't recall if Mega Horn has 100% accuracy.
I guess we'll check, right?
Do they have the heart skill rule in the MMO? I don't know. I don't know if it's still exactly the same. I'm assuming it's either a heart skill or a decent chunk of change. Because that seems to be like the MO of the MMO, so. Oh my god, thank you, a doctor. Please. My Pokemon are very sick.
Please help, Doctor.
Doctor, please,
who's
my
the-
Pokemon are very sick.
Is it one of these guys?
Yes, it's one of those two.
Come back later.
Oh, do you need to be champion?
Oh, hold
Oh,
on,
there
do
you go,
wanna
this
relearn
one.
or forget the move? He said relearn?
Yes.
Megahorn?
Try it. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what Mega Horn like looks like. If it doesn't have 100% accuracy, it might not be worth it.
Megahorn.
120, 85% accuracy. It's a bug type move.
Costs 3 heart skills.
Ooh, so you can't learn that one. All right. So apparently it's just a more intense version. All right. Well, you still got X Scissor. X Scissor works, right?
Yeah, let me just see my moves. See what I can get rid of. I guess I can get rid of Water Pulse since I keep using Razor Shell as my water type.
Which one's stronger?
That's 60 versus 75.
And a 95% accuracy.
The Water Pulse,
Water
has
Pulse also
special,
has
though.
the chance to confuse, but yeah, you could probably
Yeah.
replace Water Pulse. You're gonna get Surf soon anyway, and Surf is better than Razor Shell or Water Pulse. So,
Alright. Well, there we go. Time to learn a grass type move. Or, sorry, bug type?
Bug type, yeah. Bug is super effective against grass. Why? I don't know, but it is.
Because bugs eat grass, I guess.
I guess.
There you go. Think you do what? Mikey, if I win because of this, you're a champ.
Why Mikey? He didn't suggest this.
Oh, sorry, he suggested Megahorn and that didn't
Yeah.
work. Never mind.
Don't give
Zach.
Mikey my credit.
Zach, you'll be okay.
You'll be okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. Fuck.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if you could beat Karen or Charon, whatever his name is.
Bring him out last, please.
Centaur
that's
versus
fine.
Gigalith, which isn't a great matchup because
Not a good
water is
start.
super effective.
Zip. And Surf still hits like a bitch. Shit.
You're faster though, right? So
Yeah, but I'm gonna die afterwards.
maybe you should have. I don't know. Your Pokemon seem really weak compared to where they should be, which is unfortunate. If you heal, if you heal up, it's just gonna put you right back to where you were. So you might as well not. Yeah, just which one's stronger, Spark or Shockwave?
It should be Spark that's stronger, 65 versus 60.
And has 100% accuracy.
Yeah.
30% chance to paralyze the foe. Could save your life.
Die instantly.
Nope, Citrus Berry even. Oh, but it's paralyzed.
Ooh.
It's paralyzed. It saved your life.
Oh my god, I can't believe it worked.
Just do Spark again, and it will die.
Oh, here it comes.
Here it
Gotta be
comes.
paralyzed. Here it comes.
Not very effective, and it didn't do the thing. I wouldn't switch into Duat. I would let your Zeb die, and then switch into Duat to do X Scissor. What do you think about the Deltarune meme of Ralsei smoking a fat blunt? It's kind of funny, I guess. Sorry, it's not really my brand of humor.
Oh shit! Oh,
You said I'll giggle! What did you do?
I was reading Mikey's chat at the same time when I was choosing Pokemon.
Why did you do that?
Giggle.
Lawrence! Why would you do that?
Foolish me. Giggle no!
Giggle no!
Man,
Oh, Lawrence, what have you done? Leaf Blade, it's dead. It's just dead. Oh my god. It's such high defense. I forgot about that.
Alright, so Monsieur not Monsieur, do I...
Yeah, Obo, why would you let him read my chat during a battle? Hey, man! Lawrence is a strong, independent woman who doesn't need no man. He doesn't need me policing him. Oh, excuse me. Luckily, I'm not hungry.
How strong is next Scissor?
I don't know if I'm gonna be hungry during the Metroid stream tonight, but I'm not hungry now, which is nice.
Very nice. Ah, yes. No, stop sapping my health.
X Scissor? Will that kill it?
Yeah. I'm not fast enough.
You're slower than Superior? It doesn't have any legs.
It is. I think I'm slower than Superior.
You just hit it, right? Shouldn't you know?
I hit it last.
Why did you hit it? What? What are you taught? How?
What do you mean how?
Superior, not Superior. Samurott is a crazy fast Pokemon.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You know,
Get good?
Healing. Get good. This is numbers, my man.
Well, it's gonna Leech Seed you now too. There's the Leaf Blade. And then Leech Seed. Lawrence, look what you've done!
I hate healing in this game. I hate healing.
Do you see why I don't do it ever?
I got crits.
Well, Leaf Blade has a high critical hit chance, to be fair, but all right, well, Simisear, see if you can do it.
If you use a potion, I'm calling you a bitch.
He's at green, he'll be fine. Just incinerate twice. Oh no! Oh! Lawrence, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that this is happening to you.
What is this giant wall that I've hit? Again with Karen. How could you do this to me? I beat the flying gym leader.
And then this guy just fucking kicks your ass. And it's really funny how you're having like I didn't have any problems beating him, but I had a lot of problems beating the gym leader. But now you're having the opposite problem. Time to go
Yeah.
grind. It might be time for Lawrence to grind, but that's the problem is that we have to make progress.
Oh yeah,
We
one
have to
shot.
make some progress every stream, or else I'm gonna go insane.
Well, as long as you're making progress.
No, you, Lawrence. I've already played this game.
Man, I'm trying here.
I don't know. Do you want my? Do you want my Theta?
No.
Are you sure? I'll trade him to you so you
That-
could
that's
beat him.
more, There's more of a pride thing now.
All right, let's see. We'll be here for another 60 years.
Yeah.
It's okay. I believe in you.
You know what? I'm just gonna use throw to switch them up. I don't want to face Superior right now.
That's a Mega
Throw
Drain.
survives.
That's a Mega Drain right there. Oh, it didn't hurt you that much. So you just
Yeah.
circle throw him? You're
just
just gonna be
circle
like, get
throw
the
him."
fuck out!
Yeah. Leave.
Zen Headbutt. That's psychic, isn't it? Yeah, that's psychic. Oh, luckily I'm fine, but... Scary for a second. Giggle. Giggle.
I go caught.
Giggle loose. We can't communicate with
Who's that?
Pokemon with our words, so we communicate with our hearts.
Yeah, and my heart says, kill that bastard.
Kill him! It's like go nuts. You're not doing bad. You only have 3 left for him to of his to kill.
Oh, what the hell? Storm throw. What the hell is storm throw? That
Lightning
sounds a little
type
more
move.
intense.
User strikes a target with a fierce blow. This attack always results
Always
in a critical
results in a
hit.
critical hit.
So
Whoa.
so it'll always deal 120?
Whoa.
No, sorry. It'll always deal 90.
That looks a little intense.
That's not bad. So in other news, Scott the Woz is planning to put episodes of his content on actual TV. Okay, that sounds really cool, but how? Like, what TV station is going to be taking Scott the Woz's content? It must be like local TV or something. Not that, that being said, I love Scott the Woz. I think he does great content. I would love to see it on TV, but just saw it trending on Twitter. Really? It must have been within the last 2 hours or so. That's interesting.
How do you feel about bulk up?
It's a status move. I hate it.
Very well. It shall be replaced.
I don't have any respect for status moves. I have respect for damaging moves that raise stats.
Fair enough. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Although
He's just gonna leave play the shit out of you, dude.
Yeah. I mean, what more could I do?
You're gonna die. How do you feel about Scott the Woz planning to put episodes of his content on TV, Mikey?
I mean,
How do you feel about it, huh?
are you happy?
Since you're asking all the questions here, let me ask you a question. It's neat. Yeah,
It's neat.
that's a reasonable response.
Now here's my unreasonable response. Who the hell Scott the Woz?
He does, I posted memes from his channel before. He does like reviews of I don't even know, like not even of specific things. Like usually it'll be like a category and he'll do like a review on it. But the reason why he's so popular is that he has a very particular way of making content that's very, like his editing is very snappy, his humor is very snappy. It's very good overall. I highly recommend it. If you want, I can send you a link to one of his favorite videos of mine. I think on average his videos are about 20 minutes to half an hour, somewhere around there.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's good
The
content.
bigger size.
Is good content. You say bigger size, and I think that's because you and I exist on completely opposite ends of YouTube. Because 20 to
True.
30 minutes is small for me.
Yeah, listen, you're the guy who watches 7-hour reviews on games.
While doing other
cannot
stuff.
do that. Sure. 7 hours is gargantuan. That's like cosmic level size.
No, that's the 15-hour video that I watched the other day.
There's a 15-hour.
I don't even remember what it was on. It was just a video. I remember it being intriguing, and I was like, yeah, I'll check that out. And then I did.
Oh my god.
I watched it over the course of like 2 days, I think.
Well, I'll say that's a big content.
Ooh, flash cannon. I wonder who can learn that. Flash cannon's pretty good. I think it lowers accuracy, or has a chance to lower accuracy. Let's see.
But where's the flashbang skill?
Where's the flash bannon?
Flash Bannon.
Oh, Trinus can learn it. Neat. That's cool. Let's get rid of Thigh Shock and replace it with a Flash Cannon. Because that's a really weird move to have on a Psychic type. A Ghost Psychic type that has the ability to hit you with a Steel type move. That seems weird. Speaking of which, how's the war on normal types coming? It's more or less same thing as before. Presently, the things I'm working on are Saba, Grant, and myself are planning on recording audio for the War on Shinies next week, which is going to be a very small video. We just did some, like, you know, kind of quaint edits to Shinies to make them look a little better, in our opinion. So we're going to be doing a quick video for that. That'll be, That'll be coming out in October. I'm also editing episode 2 of Listed Retail Price. After that, I'm doing the Pathless. And then after that, I'll start thinking about the War on Normal types, really. So, sorry if that's disappointing to you, but it's not going super hot. Turns out writing a script is really awkward. Especially when you normally hate scripted content, writing a script is very difficult. I'm getting really good at doing intros, though. Insert question about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon videos. They've been moved up the list just because I know that there's at least one person who wants to watch the video, i.e. you. It's moved up the list above Ace Attorney. So it'll definitely be coming out before the Ace Attorney edited videos do. But that being said, I don't really know what I want to do with the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon videos just quite yet. I don't know what level of editing, I guess, I want to do. And it's difficult, you know, to identify that. Oh, your guy is, like, super tough. Wow, you are slower than Superior. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a big kick in my butt. I think
So, what's the plan,
go to the
Lawrence?
tower and grind for a little bit. Level up my guys.
Well, normally you shouldn't have to grind this sort of stuff. You gotta...
Hyper Potion!
Normally you shouldn't have to grind. Normally just by fighting every trainer, you should have enough experience to deal with this sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe just go back into the tower, challenge all the people that have the speech bubbles above their heads for rematches.
Yeah, it's the only thing I
And
could really do.
Superior is fast. I never knew that Superior was fast. I always thought it was just like normal.
Oh no, Superior was so low!
Lord.
Oh, this is upsetting. Oh! You snaky son of a bitch. Oh, you would ruin him. So that he could slay my Simisear because I was standing toe to toe with you.
Yeah, get good, Lawrence.
Oh, how fucking can go?
I didn't expect the entire session for today being you trying to beat Charon. Although that's not true. We definitely, you and I had that really fun fight.
We did have the fun fight, and I stole the the flying badge. That's
True.
right, stole.
Why'd you steal it? What?
Because she was weak.
She was weak. Don't know if you care for the series, but did you hear we're getting a remaster version of the original GTA trilogy, GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City? I did hear that.
I think they should fucking stop with that and actually make the next game.
Excuse you, Lawrence. You're
almost
being
10 years.
unappreciative and should shut your mouth.
They have been.
They've been re-releasing
Christ, though.
GTA 5 for literally over a decade. GTA 5 and Skyrim
GTA, yeah.
are like curses. Like they we can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, because the thing is that I don't think GTA 6 will even be remotely as good as GTA 5.
No,
I don't even think
it's up
GTA
against,
5 is
like,
that good.
GTA 5 has, at least to the gaming community, very high standards, as you can clearly see from the sales and how it's like the top game for however many years. So that's why they have no incentive to make GTA 6. But now people are starting like, man, it's been a long time. When's the next game gonna come out? You know, we're kind of sick of sticking around in Los Santos for however many years.
Like
a decade.
a thought that like kind of spooked me the other day. Actually, it might have been when they announced the remakes that Mikey's talking about. I remember exactly where I was when I heard that they were when I heard the announcement for GTA 5. It was my first week working at the fucking ice cream stand.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how long ago it was. Can you believe that?
Oh. And if I try to remember,
I did work at an ice cream stand. It was not fun.
I don't remember when it was, or like where I was when it was announced, but I remember the first, like the day that I got it. Fuck. I think I was like a freshman in high school. Jesus Christ. That's so long ago.
And then they just came out with the PS5 version like a month ago.
With the PS5 version, and he said that there's like oh we did a lot of enhancements for it, but then you see the side by side and like
it's the same game.
It's the same
Again.
What enhancements did you make? Like, oh, we made like a 10% boost. Who cares?
I guess
let it die.
I didn't expect this to be the thing that Lawrence would get upset over, where he's like, "Come on!"
Because like I had a lot of fun with GTA, like a lot of fun with GTA 5. GTA Online is, well, I had some initial fun with it, but it was like the honeymoon phase of like, oh man, doing this with other people is fun. But then it becomes super not fun when everything is incredibly expensive and you literally cannot afford to have fun, which is why you have to pay money to get some currency.
To get the in-game currency, yeah. Alternatively,
I'm super emotional with this because I've played this game for a long time. And I don't feel any improvements from it.
Turns out this was a much better question to ask Lawrence than to ask me.
Yeah,
really
I guess so.
Lawrence, counterpoint. Have you ever considered getting good?
Getting good?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If you were simply better at the game, you wouldn't have to deal with the money problems. You would just have more money.
It's literally doesn't matter how good you are. It's literally just time and money.
I don't know. I'm here to say that I've seen people. Oh my god! The next city, like if you can get past Heron and then get through that dungeon, it has all of the good shit, all of the good TMs. Thunderbolt and flamethrower and ice beam and earthquake and sludge bomb and shadow ball and oh my god, psychic.
They do sound pretty big.
Holy crap, these are all great. They all cost $30,000 though.
Oh my god. I could buy 2 of them currently.
I just spent all my money getting healing items. So oops. My bad.
Well, yeah, GTA Online sucks. There's nothing fun about it now. Everything has been inflated, like the cost of things. Because I'm gonna treat it like its own separate game because I feel like in most cases it is. When GTA Online was first released, the most expensive thing was like a $1 million car, but it's like a super high-end car, so it's like that's a reasonable goal. But then nowadays, I don't know, what's the most expensive thing? The most expensive thing is like a $100 million yacht, which is quite a massive
million.
jump. 100 million is.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. But the argument is that, yachts aren't necessary. You don't need to grab them. Like, fine. So the most useful vehicle that I can think of is a flying motorbike.
I've seen videos of that.
You've seen videos of that. It has a base price of $3 million. No weapons, only flying, no customization. That's it. Base cost $3 million. If you want it to actually be useful, you have to spend another $5 million to add some weapons on that to make it go a little bit faster, put some armor. So it's crazy expensive.
And this is what I'm talking about, Lawrence. Like, I'm hearing a lot of complaining, but not a lot of getting good.
But then you don't even get paid well in the missions.
Just play more. What's wrong with you? You're so lazy.
You do a massive heist. It takes several hours, and that's if your team is good, because that's another problem. Like, if a single person in your team dies, you have to restart the entire mission. Doesn't matter if your other teammates are alive. No, all of you restart. Just go. You get paid like, what, $200,000 for the entire heist?
Yeah, just do 5 of those to earn 1/3 of the base motorbike.
Jesus Christ.
I don't understand what your problem is. A game that is pretty okay, like requiring you to play more of the base game. I don't know, that seems good to me.
Oh,
I think you're just being a whiny baby. No, but I get it. That does sound terrible. It definitely sounds like Rockstar accidentally stumbled upon the absolute cash cow of cash cows and has been milking it to death for a decade.
And that's not even the worst of it. I think the worst of it is that they get players against each other for this sort of stuff. Like, let's go with that 200,000 reward that I'm talking about. Like congratulations, you have $2,000. All you gotta do is transfer this truck full of all of your goods to your, I don't know, to deliver it so that you can earn that money. So that as you go driving.
Oh, and is this the thing where people can steal it?
Yeah, like, all right, everyone, destroy the truck. And if the truck's destroyed, no more money. No profit.
Well, why don't you just do that then, Lawrence? Instead of doing the heist, why not just steal their money?
No, stealing the money doesn't actually give you the $200,000.
They just don't. So it's just nothing.
There's nothing. You get $2,000 for stealing the money.
Oh, well, that's easy.
For stealing or destroying the money.
No, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, just do that 100 times, and then do that 3 more times of 100. So do that 300 times, and then you can earn the base model of the flying motorcycle.
Let it be known that this flying motorcycle is the reason why everyone can destroy these trucks so fast. Because they're such a tiny target, they're really fast. You just go swing through, fire a single rocket, and then your money is all gone. Like you've just mentioned it. Like you've seen people have like millions of dollars that they're transporting. And then
oh shit, Saba's online.
It's all gone.
I can hear this entire time.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
Hello.
Did she hear me talk about that part where I hated her?
No, that's normal. That's not anything new. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mikey says, "Oh, hello, Saba. Everybody act
hello.
natural. Everybody act natural."
You should have seen it, Mikey, yesterday. Me and Zach were talking, and I found out what I've learned from yesterday, that Zach's boring.
you can't do this, Saba. I've already preempted this conversation by making you seem like the villain.
Oh, really? Okay, well now you get to hear my
Lawrence,
side of the story.
Lawrence, do you
I'm
agree?
here now.
Lawrence, do you agree with me? Just right now, do you agree with what I said before about the
Are you
gym,
going to be
about the
correct
bad
and
guy?
hear both sides of the story, Lawrence, before you make a decision.
No. But he agreed with me though.
Don't try to peer pressure him, Zach. That's not a nice thing to do.
I'm not peer pressuring him. I gave him
Well, Lawrence,
good.
do you want to just hear my input?
Mikey, don't tell anybody I'm hiding in this chat.
I can see you too, Lawrence. No, it's funny because I don't inherently disagree with like Zach about like his
Actually
idea of
does.
having those kinds of characters. All I'm saying is
Saba
that,
demands Hollywood levels of doomsday explosions in her Pokemon game.
let me preface this. I'm gonna talk about how this started.
She certainly
with
is gonna
Zach.
talk.
I am gonna talk. So yeah, I'm assuming, Lawrence, that you've heard of Zach's like Team Doom and like all of that kind
Team
of
Doom,
things, right?
Team Unity.
Yeah, and how he's like, I like the idea of them like liking the aesthetic of being a bad guy while not being like actually evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I was like, the premise sounds fun, right? But I don't know, like, you need actual like conflict in the game, right? Right? So it's like with
Does
these
that
guys,
sound
it seems
familiar,
like
Lawrence?
how
I
about
mean,
you
this
just
is
let me
something you
talk?
addressed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
say, Saba has the floor.
I do have
Okay,
the floor.
fine.
can
You know
let me
what?
talk.
Fine. I'll just stew
which-
here silently.
Stew. Yes, thank you. And so I was like, I like the idea, but like so far the Pokemon games that I've like, had, you've had like, the big high stakes, and how I've kind of compared it to, right, Lawrence, is that these games are still kind of geared towards kids, right? And,
Sure.
Kids like the grand, it's the big evil, and they're like, well, I'm the hero that's going to defeat the big evil, and it's just like, well, that's where you get kind of like, some of the baddies, right? Where like at least Galactic on my end, which I'm playing, like they're like, we want to use space and time to create like a perfect universe or whatever. And so it's like if you want to go from all of space and time to I like being evil, but I'm not actually evil. I'm like, okay, those guys are funny, but there's like a huge gap of like that excitement, right? You'd have to supplement that that like adventure aspect, that grand adventure aspect that like they put into the
Which is
stories with
implicit
kids.
in the Pokemon games. You don't need to have a
I thought
giant
you were
doomsday
stewing.
plot.
Shush! Stuart,
You're
stew in your
misrepresenting.
stew.
Order the cart.
Ora!
So
Ora!
we then talked
Alright.
about and then it's like if it was Zach also like listed out like the guys like all the teams kind of and what they were for which I was like, but I don't particularly like, it's not, I'm not saying like I only think like having those guys are like good, because like the first Team Rocket was basically just like the Mafia. Like they were like black market Pokemon with like a lot of money.
Oh yes.
And so, and I don't personally like the extreme stuff, like the original Team like Aqua, because they had like Alpha Sapphire at first. So the original Team Aqua, like they wanted
How
more
could she
ocean.
say both of
so
these
they could
things in
have-
a single breath?
Shush.
Yeah.
So the original Team Aqua, they basically were like, oh, like we're causing the oceans to shrink, like causing harm to Pokemon. So we want to make more ocean so that like Pokemon can have more space to live. versus like the Alpha Sapphire Aqua's like, let's flood everywhere, water only. I don't know where we're gonna live. I guess we're gonna live in a submarine. We don't matter, but just water. And I'm like, okay, the extreme one is a bit much, but like the first one, it's like it makes sense. There's logic to it, but there's still like high stakes, you know, like you got to do something big in order to expand the ocean. So all I'm saying is that ultimately Zach's idea is good, but you need to supplement it, I think, with something for the, you know, the angle of how they kind of directed it to our kids, the big adventure, and it can appeal to the like more adults, because let's be honest, who doesn't want Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones level of adventure, you know?
Doesn't make any
and
sense.
Zach, I figured out, doesn't want that. Zach just wants to be boring. Zach does not appreciate Pirates.
See, now
of the
she's
Caribbean.
doing the
He
me
actually
thing of
said- he
misrepresenting.
actually said that
This is
Pirates of the
bullshit,
Caribbean
you know it!
sucks.
No, this seems pretty accurate. I think Zach hates pirates and anything. I think that
I know. See,
despises the
I
concept of
think
pirates.
inherently, Lawrence, you should despise Zach because he said he hates pirates.
It's just-
Have you?
So Lawrence, so all jokes aside, hopefully Lawrence can understand a little bit more of Saba's perspective on the argument, where it's just like Saba, in the same breath, argues that you need to have more stakes, i.e. a bigger bad guy motive, but then simultaneously the big
I just
ridiculous
think there needs to
doomsday
be
plots are
excitement.
silly. You can
Like
have
the-
excitement with you can have excitement with a
No,
bad
but
guy
there's,
team
like-
that doesn't want to take over the earth.
I don't need take over the earth. I just told you, like Team Aqua just making the oceans bigger is enough, Zach. It's like it's a big enough thing.
Then what's
right? I
wrong
don't
with
need
Team
flooding
Doom?
the earth.
That's what Team Doom wants. They just want to be. They just want to be. They just want to be on the front page of the newspaper, being like, "Look how bad these guys are. They're so evil."
Because that's state. Being on the front cover of a magazine, you get
It's
what I'm saying,
cartoonish!
Lawrence.
It's a
you
kid's
get what
game!
I'm saying, Lawrence. Like I wouldn't mind that. You just need to have something else off to the side as well. Like
She's gonna give me an
that's it.
aneurysm.
I didn't
mean, Zach's just
expect to
being
walk straight
unreasonable.
into a Saba-Zach argument when I first came in.
Well, you have to realize, Adrian, Zach was already actually talking about this before I showed up, so he was already trying to.
Well, we had to
plays
talk
in
about
Lawrence's
something, and I like the
mind
idea.
about this.
Listen. You know what, Lawrence? How do you feel about this?
Jesus Christ.
Now that
When-
my
when
opinion
the-
has been spoken, yes, Lawrence.
when this topic was first introduced, I thought it was like I like it when the stakes are low. Like, I like it when the stakes are high. And it's like a casual conversation. I didn't expect it to go full-blown war.
Oh, you need to.
Saba
realize-
always
Right.
brings it
Started
here.
this
That wasn't my
conversation with
intention
Zach
last night when I brought this
It
up. I
wasn't
didn't want it to
either.
get to
Mine
here,
wasn't
and
either.
Saba's like, "Oh, you're boring," and I'm like, "Fuck
Okay.
you, I'm boring." What are you talking
Zach,
about?
I will
Fuck
say
you,
Zach was
Baltimore.
the first one to actually start being like more agitated and like excited about this than me. Like I was just like, you know, I think there needs to be more stakes, and it's like he needs like you're being difficult, Saba, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking
First
about?
off,
Zach?
I did
don't
not
get
start
it.
by saying you're being difficult. You said, Zach loading your rifle, Saba cheating a sword. Listen, the conversation. There was a step in between me saying you're being difficult, and
He's
that was
also called
Saba.
me- he's also
Saba
called me
did.
Minnie.
Saba
He
did
called me
initially
Minnie.
respond by saying that she thought that there needed to be more stakes, and I was like, all right, but do the stakes really need to be end of the world type stuff? And Saba said, I don't remember exactly what she said,
No,
but it was
I said, well, like I was fine with like someone like Giovanni, who basically was just having to do with mafia. Like,
Right, and then-
I'm looking at exactly where you're
in
talking
my
about.
in
Zach.
my entire argument the entire time was that I thought everything post Galactic was a mistake, minus Team Skull. But that's like different.
Well, we're talking
that was my
about
argument.
After Galactic was it black and white?
After Galactic
Right.
was Plasma, then Flare, and then Skull,
Flare
which is
Flare was weird. I can admit Flare was like unusual because we stopped. Apparently you left. I don't know. But wasn't Flare the ones who were like talking about like, or on the outside they were like fashion? They're like, we want to be the most stylish people here or something.
so like I said, I just recently did a playthrough of Pokemon Y, and for the majority of the story, whenever you encountered Team Flare, every single aspect of their characterization was about being narcissistic. They thought they were the best.
We're the best. Yeah.
They thought they were the best, and they wanted only the best stuff, whether it be fashion or items or what have you. Then, like, at the 11th hour of the game, Lysander shows up, and he starts talking about fucking global genocide, and I'm like, yeah, that seems like a mistake.
I see, like, that I could say sure. Like, that feels like it,
but then Team Plasma's the
field.
same thing. Team Plasma wants to use the power of Reshiram slash Zekrom to fucking, like, upheave the fucking natural order of the world and make humans subservient to Pokemon instead of the other way around. It's like, it completely obliterates the whole thing.
Well, Zach, lucky for you, I also did say to you that I may not be, like, the best judge with, like, the newer stuff because I went from, like, you know, Pearl and, like,
so how
kind of
are we having this argument? I'm talking about all of the teams and you're like, I like this one team.
Not just I like this one team, I said I like a decent number of the teams.
You do?
Yeah,
I just listed 4 of them and you're like, yeah, that seems kind of silly.
No, let me go back to the list and I'll
Omega Ruby, Omega Sapphire, that was silly. Plasma's silly. Flare is silly. Not Team Aether, sorry. The Aether Foundation, also silly.
Well,
Team Yell is
really
just dumb.
Team Magma, the original Magma and Aqua were really good. Galactic I thought was, like, super interesting. Plasma, I don't know enough about to, like, because I didn't play the game. Team Flare, like, had an interesting idea, but then you said you came out left field with, like, woof, that other stuff. But then you also had, so you had Team Flare, but didn't you also have, what was his name? That, like, ancient dude.
He wasn't, that was the Ancient King. He wasn't really an antagonist. He was just kind of a weird...
There's, like, a side thing going on with him, kind of.
Well, it wasn't even really a side thing. Like, that's how Team Flare planned to destroy the world, as did nothing. Literally as did nothing the entire game. King...
Wasn't it, like, the ending or something that he shows up?
You have a post-game fight with him, yes. And it's supposed to be this, like, big dramatic moment where he now realizes that being a Pokemon trainer is, like, fun or whatever. But, like, I don't know.
What's interesting, I mean, story-wise, right, he didn't do anything, but they kind of had, like, that. It was like a side story that was kind of happening in, like, the background. Team Skull, I think, is fine. I think it's, like, goofy, right? I did not play...
Team Doom is literally just Team Skull, but cartoon villain instead of delinquent. That's literally it. It's the same thing.
And
but do they have a secret thing where at the 12th hour they reveal, actually, we are using mustaches to brainwash the world?
I mean, they could.
Well, I'm sure
that sounds
Team
like
Skull
something that they would do.
Something else going on with them, right? Exactly. There wasn't an ultimate, like, quote unquote bad person in that game.
I keep saying this to you. The ultimate bad people were the Aether Foundation, the company that was trying to use interdimensional portal technology to get creatures that could take over the world. That was them. They were the bad guys.
Look, you had Team Skull, and then you had the Aether Foundation, right? So they had, like, the fun baddie people, right? Your Team Doom, but then they threw in the high stakes people.
Right, but then Team Aether sucks. Or sorry, not Team Aether. The Aether Foundation sucks.
Yeah, well, Zach, you know, I can't always say, right? Sometimes, you know, the big baddie, they may write a bad, you know, high stakes, like, person. That's always
I don't think they've
possible.
written a good high stakes person. Even Cyrus, leader of Team Galactic, his whole thing of, like, I'm gonna control time and space so that way I can make a better world, quote unquote, I'm just gonna take over the world. That's ridiculous.
Zach, it's okay to be, like, surface level kind of. You can't, you know, give the entire backstory of the Cyrus and, like, kids don't care about that, right?
But what I'm saying in reference to that is that the reason why Team Galactic isn't as bad to me as, like, Flare, well, Flare is just bad in general, but the reason why it's not as bad as Plasma, like Team Plasma, is because Team Galactic did it first. So they get, like, that seniority that allows them to be, you know, a little sillier, I guess.
Anywho, it's funny because I don't think I'm like as, like, against Zach as he's like yelling at me for. I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe I just can't imagine it, right? Because so far what I've been given is kind of like the kid.
Pretty bold,
like,
thing to say for a writer.
The kid. You know, I mean, please.
Can't imagine it.
Please. Though it's just like, yeah, it's like the kid, you know, like the big evil, and it's like, you know, kids like that kind of stuff. And like Pokemon game, they still gear towards like kids. So Lawrence, I'm looking at you now specifically. The spotlight's on
Lawrence,
you.
You're a child, right? you have a good viewpoint on this as a
You're
child.
You're a 22-year-old child.
I just want this conversation to be wrapped up. So Lawrence, as a third party who apparently the other people in this group think is a kid, not me, I did not say that.
You just prefacing
your
it
opinion.
to lead up as if Lawrence was a child is my point.
Well, no.
Speaking of children, Lawrence.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's what it sounded
Spotlight
like.
suddenly shines on me on the stage. Like, huh?
Anywho,
Saba puts on
please,
like a little propeller hat and gives you a big lollipop and a tiny tricycle to sit on.
Let's be honest. Would you be opposed to the lollipop, Lawrence?
I would not.
Exactly.
That's a plus.
Anywho,
Exhibit A, Lawrence
what are
being
your
a
guys'
child.
opinion?
So, I should ask, throughout the entire, like all of the Pokemon games, like as it stands, it starts off small stakes, right? But then as the games go on, it goes to higher and higher stakes.
More or less,
Kind
yes.
of. It,
Kind of,
less.
yeah.
it does cap out at a point where everyone wants to destroy / take over the world, and you can't really do more than that at
And
the
then
point.
in Gen 7, they kind of defaulted to splitting, like Saba said, they split to Team Skull, which is just delinquents, and then the Aether Foundation, who wants to take over the world. They like split the villains in that game. But
Yeah.
yes, for the most part, your statement of it starts off simple and gets more like grandiose as time goes on is correct.
So,
They
in
didn't
which case-
even change teams from game 1 to game 2. It's the same team in game 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's just Team Rocket, which I think is
Again.
okay.
I like Team Rocket's fun, but you have Giovanni, which is behind Team Rocket, so like the mafia is
Giovanni,
pretty,
the
like, bad if you
big
think
Giovanni
about
is the big serious bad guy, but then you have like the admins and the grunts and stuff who are a little bit sillier, you know?
Well, I think that's fine, but you still got Giovanni, Zach. You still got him.
That's the point. That's the point of Team Doom. I'm just offended because you didn't like Team Doom.
Zach, I'm taken by now that Team Doom is going to be in Zach's fan game that he's making.
No. It'll probably be Team Reflect and Team Echo.
Ooh.
Who the fuck's Team Doom then?
Team Doom is a different
Zach
Team
is
Doom is a
bringing in,
different
like,
team.
Millions of teams. There's also Team Unity. Have you heard of Team Unity?
Yeah, there's Team Unity.
What the fuck are you? I
I have no
was
idea.
trying.
These were
either.
the basic over under was that Saba sent me a video last night, which was like a very beautiful orchestral rendition
Yeah,
of
it
a
made
bunch
me
of
emotional.
Pokemon
good.
Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum music. It was very good. And so while I was in the shower, I was thinking about like, man, I really want there to be more simple Pokemon bad guy teams instead of like, you know, I want to take over the world type stuff. And so I came up with Team Doom, Team Reflect, and Team Echo, which they're rivals of each other, so they're kind of, you know, the same. And then Team Unity. And I thought all three of them were really cool ideas. And so I went to go run them by Saba, and Saba immediately takes all my... I'm handing her, like, look, I made this thing. And it's like cute macaroni art. And Saba goes, it sucks! And she crumbles it up and throws it in the mud.
I did not say that!
You
That's
know
what she
what?
did!
That does sound like
You want
what
me
Saba
to
would
say-
do, Zach. That sounds exactly characteristic of Saba. Not
I know it
original.
does
Exactly
because
like-
she did it.
Oh, sure.
That definitely sounds like just how cool Saba usually is in our casual conversations.
Yes.
Saba constantly comes in,
Yes.
just being relentless. That doesn't sound like a projection at all.
No.
See, Zach is just bullying.
No!
He likes to put words in my mouth and then like say I said them, and
I'm
then
being counter-bullied.
use those words to bully me.
I'm being counter-bullied.
Bullied.
I
That's not
actually
a
sent
thing.
Team. Because
I'm
he
be-
sent me like.
I'm being
dialogue of,
bullied
like,
for
what
allegedly
Team Doom
bullying
was
and being
saying.
counter-bullied.
And I would say they were kind of fun, but I was like, you need to have like I don't know, like another motive or something behind them.
Their motive
just
is
said for
because
him to-
Team Doom's motive was that they want to be perceived as like big evil bad guys, so they do big wacky things. Like they do, like I don't know. I was
Zach,
thinking like
that's
it'd
fine,
be.
just give me something plus that, then.
What do you mean something
Team
plus
Doom.
that? But Team Rocket had the one thing they just wanted to make money.
Zach is taking this very personally, guys.
I
don't know
am
what to
because
do
you're
with
being
this.
very difficult.
See, look at that. Mikey's correct. I'm innocent and I've done nothing wrong. Zach's just yelling at me.
That's not fair. You're just playing favorites.
Team Doom sounds like that one Instagram lady who, like, everyone got mad at her just because she was making up, like, complete bullshit rumors. Like, literally pulling things out of her ass and saying, like, oh my god, Kim Kardashian said that fucking, like what's her face did this. And then when it came out that it was complete lies, she was just like, I did it for the clout, guys. Why are you so mad? And then she kept doing it.
What are you
And then she got
about?
a bunch of laxative sponsorships, and she bragged about, like, oh, I'm actually rich, so, like, fuck you. I don't care if you're mad that I lied to people.
I don't understand
It's like,
what you're talking about.
what's the end game of becoming notorious? Because if you get money like Team What's-His-Face does,
Well, see,
then
that's...
you can buy things.
No, and see, like, that's the thing, at least for me, because I was like, okay, you want to be notorious, that's kind of fun, but it's almost like, because they're not bad people.
They should use
right?
the
But
notoriety.
they
Kind of like,
want
what's the
to be
point?
bad people. Like, I don't know.
like, as
I'm
you
saying,
said,
like, if
Zach,
Grant,
they can
like,
be
if Grant was here, I could very easily just say Giovanni from, or Giovanni Potage from Epithet Erased. Literally just that character, but an entire Pokemon bad guy team is, like, what I'm getting at. But if you guys haven't watched Epithet Erased, that kind of goes over your head.
Well, yes, thank you. I just... Because it's like, like, the Mafia is like serious business, even in like the real world. But it's like, when you tell me like Team Doom, it sounds like, you know, a kid, like adults like performing like a kid's play where they're like, I'm the evil person, and they're like caricature like evil guy, which I'm like, it's amusing and it's fun, but it's like, they're not actually bad people.
But they're still doing bad things. It's the same, like say
we kicked this trash can over, we're so evil. It's like, Zach,
I literally gave you an example where they try to steal a Pokemon Center.
There should be an endgame where the leader's like, we're gonna become really known for doing bad things, and then we use that fame to...
See?
But what, like, I'm going to counter this by saying, what's the end game of Team Skull?
Well,
they're delinquents
Zach,
who just
remember,
act
don't
up.
forget, they
Correct.
got split
These
over.
are
You had the
delinquents
Aether
that like
Foundation.
the vibe and aesthetic of being
Zach.
villains.
Zach, but you had the Aether Foundation. You can't bring that in.
What?
The Aether Foundation took place of like the big
I thought
baddie
Team
states.
Doom had a bunch of other
Right, and I think that
rival
was a
teams.
mistake. I think that if they had just stuck to Team Skull and then all the interdimensional stuff was like secondary, I thought the story of Sun and Moon would have been a lot better.
I thought you said that Team Doom had like 2 other rival teams that were also going to be in the same game.
No, that's
No,
something
different-
separate.
Those would be in
That's something
separate
separate.
games.
That would be
Adrian.
like a separate thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the main difference is that it's very realistic and apropos of modern times for like people to want to be gangsters, because I work with kids who roleplay as gangsters all the time, whereas it's a little bit less apropos
It's less hip to
current
be
times
cartoonish villains.
to be like a mustache twirling top hat railroad baron.
I thought it would be
I think
funny
you can
though.
Do that. Well, and that's the thing.
It
I
would
think you
be
can
just
do
maybe
that.
not as like, oh, I vibe with these guys, popular making. I don't
Well,
think
once
they
again,
would get as many fan Doom members as Fat Skull members.
But I'm not sure about that, because it's like having a caricature of something is sometimes kind of fun to do. So it's like, I think people could like get into it. I just like, once again, I just think you have to have something off to the side that's just like a little bit more high, like that, like a bigger problem.
And that right there is where you and I differ, is that I don't think you do.
Because
I think the Pokemon
Zach is
franchise has an absolute glut of globe-ending world domination plots, and they do not need any more. We could get to
I mean,
Generation
I don't think I
15,
world
and we would still have
domination
too many end-of-the-world plots.
Well,
There
and I said
definitely
this, I
needs
don't
to
need world
be.
ending.
If you
I
don't
don't
want
need
it to
world
be like, if you don't want a next stakes thing, there definitely needs to be a point where the player confronts the last part of them that you go through the game, and then you the player, your rival, whoever is with you, is like, all right, now what's your evil scheme? Reveal it, you big meanie. And then the guy's like, you did it. You stopped us. We didn't have an end goal to getting
like, look at
notoriety.
that.
And they're like, what? And they're like, yeah, I guess we'll fight now, but whatever, man. Just
I mean, but now you're just being unfair because now you're being like, okay, well, you didn't write out literally the entirety of the thing. Obviously, they would have like a big evil scheme, and at the end of the big evil scheme, they would just get, I don't know, arrested or something like that.
Why would you say that? You were implying that there was no point.
I was saying that they have their end goal the entire time is to gain notoriety as being like big evil bad guys, but they're not willing. But they're not willing to like kill people. That was literally the only distinction I made between them and real villains. I actually did.
Yeah, but like, but then it comes down
I was
to
here,
he
so
doesn't
recount the
actually
entire
give,
beginning so I can be on fair footing.
Definitely do
with Saba.
stomp, by the way, Lawrence.
He doesn't like, and he also like gives because here, let me give you the examples of like what Zach was saying, like they would kind of say and do, because like I found it funny, but it's just like, so he's like, one of the guys, I guess the leader was like, well, kidnap a dozen like Machokes or something, but then like I think one of his subordinates like kidnapped them, but they're already owned by their trainer, so it's like already their plan has been like foiled,
and that's
like, they're
silly because it's a kid's game. But what you skipped over is that their big evil scheme for that particular section was that they're gonna do the absolute ridiculous thing of stealing a Pokemon Center. That's why they get the Machokes. That's
Zach,
conflict, and you're just being like, oh, that's just like silly. It doesn't involve a giant bomb to blow up the continent, so it's not enough. I don't need a giant bomb. You keep on putting words in my mouth. I already You keep putting words in my mouth.
Team Rocket, I enjoyed. Team Original Magma, like all those guys are sensible, but they've got bigger stakes. It doesn't need to be world ending.
Not sensible.
I already said that. Well,
to be fair, Saba wasn't aware of this, and I did inform her that Team Magma, the original, does have the plan of detonating a volcano, which would kill thousands of people in the surrounding cities. So, to be fair, that's a bit extreme.
That's
but
true.
I think
I guess I should say Team Aqua.
I would say that Team Magma is probably more of an oversight on the writer's part. I don't think they really thought that one through per se, but
But it's like I like the original though of those two versus whatchamacallit, like the alpha and like omega stuff. Like I'm like the omega and alpha stuff is way too extreme. I'm like
Megan.
Omegan.
What? Omega?
Omegan Alpha.
Omegan Alpha. Anywho, I wanted this Lawrence, you like stopped, you asked the question and we went on like a tirade. Please, I want this to end.
So my thought is that Team Doom should exist in Zach's drafts and maybe a game at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I
thought it would be fun to write for. That was basically the over-under of that team, was that I thought it would be fun
they're fun and silly, like guys, like caricatures, as I said. It would be fun to write for it.
They'd be what?
It would be fun to write for it. Like,
no, what was the word that you said?
I don't even know what I... Caricature?
I think you've got the at the end.
Maybe.
That makes sense. We have been yelling at each other for like an hour. so it's fine.
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't even expecting this conversation to come back up, but you know, I got dragged into this again.
Hey,
no one dragged you into this.
Pokemon fan team concept now as well, and I won't get really defensive about it.
I didn't even think about that, which is kind of interesting. Maybe I should try to like, just as a quick idea, what would be good?
You should copy Zach's thing and then completely act innocent when he gets mad at you for copying it, but then pretend that your idea is better.
That's true.
Where you're like, this is Team Destruction, and they just want to be evil. Yeah, this is Team Rude.
They just want to be evil, and they don't really have an end goal because they're not thinking that far ahead.
They're trying to be like the people in the comics, the evil baddies.
Are we the baddies?
But what happens is that, you know, what they end up doing, they try not to be evil, but what happens is they inadvertently do things, like it leads to like a Rube Goldberg machine where bad things actually end up happening. And like, but it actually helps them.
That sounds really complex to write.
So their concept is that they're trying to be good, but they're all just so incomprehensibly unlucky that they constantly do evil things.
They're trying to be like, as Zach said, like they're trying to be like evil villains, but like in the comics, right? But they're not trying to hurt people. But what happens is that like their small scheme ends up becoming like a bigger, like, I don't want to say disaster, but a bigger thing because of like their unluckiness, I guess.
Like imagine that in the
luck.
region that they're in, there's like a highway, and they were gonna we're gonna vandalize the highway, and then they do, and it like holds up the highway. But then like later on in the story, it's revealed like, oh, construction of the new whatever building has been halted because the highway is whatever. Like the small schemes that they end up doing end up leading to big consequences. That'd be kind of neat.
You know, you should do it so that there is the team that intends to be like completely innocent, but then they have like one rogue agent who's trying to harness them for like evil. And that should be the reason why.
Like,
that was
that's
actually
interesting.
going to be a subplot within the Team Doom archetype, was that there was going to be one of the Team Doom admins actually wanted to be evil and was going to demolish an entire skyscraper just so that way they could guarantee that they're bad.
As you see, ladies and gentlemen, Zach is now trying to adapt on the fly to being called boring and is trying to revamp his story to get to make it actually good now.
Saba's being mean.
You know what?
Zach's always mean to me.
No.
Yes. Look, he's being mean right now. He doesn't even admit it when he is mean.
Saba's this really far and it hurts.
Lawrence, I threw. I needed you to. I'll throw you a life preserver, and you left me to die, Lawrence.
You know what they say, guys. It takes two to fight.
Does it?
I want to leave. I want to leave. He's ruining my reputation.
So we're going like, Lawrence, I need your help. Support me in all these stories, like these Pokemon story plots that I'm not aware of.
All you need is what I said and what Zach said, and you need to just come up with a conclusion, and we'll be done with it.
So the conclusion. Listen, the stakes already rose super high. I think we hit the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't want the ceiling. I don't like the ceiling.
We hit the ceiling immediately. like 4 games ago.
So we gotta get the roller coaster down a little bit. Now we need to climb back up.
I don't mind. I like the sensible kind of as long as it makes sense, but it has like a little bit of some like high stakes. I don't mind. I don't care for world ending too much because that's like I think easy to go to. You know, I want to blow up the world. It's like what is it? Minions.
Blow up Malaysia.
Despicable
Blow up Malaysia.
Levels.
May I, with the last half hour, it probably won't take that long, but may I, with the last half hour of stream, describe to Adrian, who I don't think has heard before, my idea for Team Unity? Because I think of the 3/4 teams that I came up with, Team Unity is by far, at least in my opinion, the closest to being like an actual evil team. Like they would actually be bad guys.
Apparently Mikey already blew up Malaysia, so you have to get an original idea.
Damn
shit. Mikey, how could you do this to us?
He's one step ahead of me, my rival.
My rival. So the idea behind Team Unity, I described this to Lawrence earlier today, and I was able to put into really good words, way better words than I was able to with Saba. But the idea behind Team Unity is that they're essentially a cult. That's what Lawrence described them as that, and I feel like that's very accurate. The idea being that the idea was initially inspired by early Facebook, where it was really exclusive, and that's why people wanted to join Facebook, was because you had to get invited, right? So the basic premise of Team Unity is at the beginning of the game, Team Unity would be like a new thing, and you'd see like a couple grunts here and there. But then as the game progressed, the idea is that the sensation of Team Unity was taking the region by storm, and like the 7th and 8th gym leaders or something like that would be like members of Team Unity, like they would be admins, and it's like, oh shit, this is really bad. And then at the very end of the game, when you go to face the champion, turns out the champion's actually the leader of Team Unity because he used his clout and influence to just put himself there. And so it's like this big swelling grandiose thing about like people getting swept up in this social movement, and I thought that'd be
now
really
that
interesting.
sounds like big
do you-
stakes and
Do
excitement.
you like team up with the previous champion who's like, this is bullshit, help me unseat this idiot?
I don't know. I was thinking you would team up with your rival, but maybe that'd be interesting as well.
See, now that sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones level of fun.
Where the guy like does all the sword twirling and they just shoot him. and then the guy can't find a job again.
Right.
Oh shit. That's right.
That guy should have made a career out of doing like cool sword moves and then getting shot.
That's sustainable, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely be a one trick. Like there's that Hollywood actor who plays exactly one role, which is like he's like a Hispanic thug, and literally every single character that he plays has the exact same name, and it's the exact same character every single time. But because he plays that role so well, and it's so easy to write into your story, he gets so much work.
You mean Danny Trejo?
No, it's
I
not
think-
Danny Trejo.
I think I know who you're talking about. I don't quite remember his name though. I gotta search it up.
Because I'm just thinking of Machete at this point.
Machete.
Mikey, we're here, right? If you want
America's
Pokemon context,
next.
you can't do America.
You can't blow up America. We're here still. Give me like a couple months. I'm
Us.
hoping to leave.
Mikey.
But
But then you can just
When we
track
say you
Zach.
can't blow up America, it's not because that we don't want you to, because we're here. It's because you physically cannot, because us being here in America provides a force field that prevents it from explosions that damage the entire place.
Yeah,
True.
we're
You have to
we're
remove all of
clearly
us
higher
individually, and then
beings,
you can blow up
apparently.
America.
Mikey's
Thanks.
already working on it by giving me an aneurysm.
Believe it or not, the reason that we all know each other is not because we went to like college together or anything. It's because we're all actually the four basilisks, we're for obelisks that protect America from being blown up, and that's why we're called Obo Stream, short for obelisk stream.
True.
Obelisk stream.
It's really
What
clever
about
to
the
come up with on the
Paradox
fly.
buddies as well, Adrian?
Paradox
you can, I think, pull
pals.
the fact
That's a
that
side
we're
thing. Paradox Pals
Oh,
is
it's
a
a
side
side
gig.
That's a side
Okay,
hustle.
side gig.
thing.
Okay.
I mean, the obelisk thing, we kind of just sit here. We don't make money off of protecting America, so.
We should. That's why I'm trying to leave.
Right. Yeah. Obo Stream is short for obelisk stream.
That's pretty good.
No, see, I misspoke. We're not brothers in arms. We're just pals.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
pals.
We were each at birth given an
Though I
ancient
do
mark
love
on our
Yu-Gi-Oh.
foreheads.
Yu-Gi-Oh's pretty good.
At birth, given an
I am a
ancient mark
strange
on our
government man.
foreheads.
He spat on us and then has stayed there forever. We all have big birthmarks in our
Hey
heads
Lawrence,
now.
did you ever eat? What's his name?
Aaron?
Yeah.
No, I'm still working on the tower.
You gotta be
What's
close,
probably
right?
What's gonna happen is that I'm probably gonna be working on it still once you're doing the Metroid Dread.
In the
and trying to pick
background.
turns. Yeah, I mean, might as well, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be in this one area of this game, just attempting to level up my Pokemon. It's gonna be like 2 days before I leave this little area. Oh,
Listen,
help me.
you and me both.
I feel.
Ooh, I only have
Have you-
one.
Oh, but Zach, so the video I sent you, because you didn't see, I guess you didn't watch it, right? Because you were listening to
No,
it.
I
But
watched
if you
it.
were to watch,
Yeah, the guy.
Did you see how like jolly that conductor was? It was
Yeah,
really
he was
nice.
very into it. It was really nice to see.
And it just, I don't know. I guess hearing it in orchestra form, I think just hits differently.
I would definitely
Um,
agree that some of them hit differently. I think for the most part, a lot of them, like for me, when I was listening to them, I kept noticing, and it's unfair to to be like, I want it to be perfect, right? Like that's really unfair. But while I was listening to it in the shower, there were a lot of them where I was like, that's slightly wrong. And that's really unfair, but I couldn't help but think that. There was one right towards the end. I want to say it was like the second to last song, and holy crap, it was so good. Like brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, I was already like, I was emotional because of like the nostalgia, and I love like orchestra stuff. Like I would die to like go sit in like an orchestra and then just listen to them. So Listening to that was really fun.
Dude, stop with the fucking water ice types. I have a fire type.
It's an ice type gym. What the fuck do you think they're gonna pair ice with in this gen or game series?
I don't know, but come on.
Ice water is like firefighting. It just
Zach
goes
walks
together.
into an ice cave, gets mad that there's ice Pokemon.
No, it's the ice. It's the water part, you fuck.
Zach, you're the one who brought fire in. What happens when you mix ice and fire, Zach? It melts and becomes water.
That's not what that means. That's not how this works in Pokemon.
It should be.
There's other ice types. There's so many other ice types.
Yeah, and he saw that you're relying on a fire type Pokemon, so he was like, all right, bring in the water blads.
See, Mikey's right. You walk into a water park, Zach, and then you get mad at getting wet, okay?
Girls.
No, he didn't walk to a water park. He walked into an ice skating rink with a torch and was like, why is there water now?
All right, I mean that's kind of fair. I was just expecting my Emboar to be able to sweep this guy's team, not die in 2 hits. That's all.
Rip.
That's literally it. That's my only problem. There's no other problems.
Man, it is
I can't
so
believe you
hard
don't even
having
switch
to-
your team out every single gym like I tried to do and have a team of several boxes of underleveled mons now.
Why would you?
You
do
are
that?
just special, I guess, in your playthrough, Adrian.
Because I want to capture Pokemon that I like, but then I realized that in doing so I failed to make a decent team. And now like I have 2 Pokemon that are really high level, a box full of level 40s, and then half a box full of level 30s.
Lawrence is also having that problem.
Indeed.
Because I want to try to have some variety, but then I realized, oh, all my Pokemon are Gen 3 Pokemon.
Oh.
I like catching Pokemon that I like, but it's just I don't think I'm gonna take the time to develop them because I'm comfortable with like the team I have.
Well, I mean, develop them at least to beat the story, right?
Yeah, like keep them on the same like level as like my main team. Like I'm already having trouble keeping up, trying to like raise level up all of the levels of these guys, and you want me to like bring in another team to try to do that?
Well, that's why you have
difficult,
that's why you have EXP shares, right?
And I'm
Look at
currently
all these
using it,
level
and it's
40
still-
Pokemon I have. I have too many of them. And by the way, I have only 1 rock type. This rock steel type's my Aggron. I need rock type Pokemon because they're really good actually.
Uchi became confused.
Can someone remind
Uchi
me
died.
why Gligar is immune to thunder moves?
Because he's
He's
ground type.
He's flying ground, which I think is silly. He looks like flying poison, but he's flying ground, evidently.
Right? He should be a poison
Wait a
type.
minute, Zach. Why do you think he should be a poison type?
Because he's purple.
Because he's purple and he's also part
do you
He's got a
scorpion.
remember-
big fucking
Do you
stinger.
remember my argument about having red and it being a Zach?
It's also a scorpion, you fuck.
I was gonna say, like, he has a giant fucking stinger.
But he did just use the word color. He did say because of its color. So
To be
Lawrence,
fair,
I'm looking at you
yeah,
right
and
now,
then you
Lawrence.
talked over me
Okay,
as I
Zach
said he
was,
had a fucking venom tail.
It's both.
See,
It's both.
Lawrence, he admits the color also should indicate the type.
Sometimes.
Yeah, not solely, but yes.
Reuniclus is green. Does that mean he's a grass type? No, he's ghost psychic.
Dude, imagine, Lawrence, if Corphish
Is he ghost?
was a
I thought it was just
fire
pure psychic.
lobster.
Is he pure
That would be
psychic? I thought he
great.
was ghost psychic. You might be right.
And also, did you
He's
know,
pure psychic,
Lawrence,
which he should be water
lobsters
psychic because he's
only
full of
turn
gel.
red after, after they've been like
Water
boiled,
psychic
which
makes
means
sense.
like fire, right? That makes sense. Why not make him fire?
Are you
Saba's
still talking about fucking Corphish?
becoming more and more obstinate as time goes on.
He's becoming more resistant to your
Are you still saying that Corvus should be
There's
fire
no
type because he's a red
shenanigans.
lobster?
I'm glad you understand, Lawrence.
I mean, sort of. All y'all have
Everybody.
been screaming out Pokemon names, and I'm like,
No, that part's okay. It was more like
Lawrence, what's your
I
opinion on butt fartmon?
Bart
Oh, the best.
Bart Fight.
Bart fartmon, yeah.
oh
It's like
my
Blood
gosh,
Brothers.
Mikey. Oh lord. Luckily Zach is far away, so he can't reboot me anytime
Hey,
soon.
It's not
Hey,
even
Lawrence.
the rebooting Saba
Hi,
thing that's the
Lawrence.
joke. It's more along the lines of
Do you have
Saba
any good
being
rock
like,
types that I can have? I'll trade you.
"Don't do it."
Me having an opinion.
It's not
I
even you
have one
having an opinion. It's you having a
No, I
wrong
do not.
opinion. No, I'm just kidding.
See?
What level is your rock type Pokemon?
My rock type is my Giggle.
Yeah, do not give him
41.
your giggle.
And
Oh my
I
gosh,
can't
you
give
just
my
saying giggle. I
my
was like,
man.
what the hell are you
I have
talking about? I forgot
I have
you.
six. I have
forgot you
four
like
level
would-
41 Pokemon and a bunch of level 42s if you want to trade.
Ooh,
Here, look at my
what's up,
stream.
Giggle?
Do any of these interest you? I want a rock type Pokemon really badly, but I don't want to trade for it or buy one.
Just buy. Lawrence, don't do it. You have history with that that giggle.
I'm too emotionally invested with the Giggle. I
What's
even
your
gave him
Giggle's
a
fucking
name.
name, huh? Giggle?
Giggle.
Did you name it that when it became a Giggleth?
Yes.
Wow. I can't believe you don't name Pokemon as soon as you get them and they have that name forever.
They earned their names. Like Giggle.
You don't just read
Giggle.
This dude doesn't
And-
even just read the parts of his Pokemon immediately.
I think I'm gonna have to move on. I'm having too hard of a time like
Sam
leveling
Rollins
my
is
guys up. Even though we're like nearly the same level, it's not giving me almost any EXP.
Well, it's because this is an MMO. If you want to get EXP, if you actually want to grind, you need to go out and find the trainers with the speech bubbles above their heads because those.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, then you
Only-
should be
the-
fine.
They only get speech bubbles in certain games though, and not others. Like Emerald, they don't have them for some reason.
I thought they did.
They don't, and it's really unhelpful.
Oh.
I will admit this is super nice. I don't recall though. In Pearl, could you refight people?
Kinda.
original?
You could at the end of the game, after you beat the game, you could call certain trainers, gym leaders, and the.
Oh, I remember
and-
that.
Yeah, and then they would,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
they'd be like, "Yeah, I want to do a rematch." And I think you could only do like 2 per day. Like I think five of them would randomly gain the ability to be refought, but then you can only fight 2 of them. Oh, that
Man,
being said,
all I,
Platinum had the fucking sick ass battle resort, and that was awesome. No, not battle resort. It was the battle cafe, where every day 5 like gym leaders from past Pokemon games would show up, and you would fight them, and it was awesome. It was so cool.
I really love the whole sticker, like throwing out the Pokeball and like the particle effect stuff. That stuff was great.
Is that
man.
in the MMO?
That was in the. I don't think so.
Oh, so
I'm
it's
not
not in
sure.
the MMO, but it is in. But yes, it is in Gen 4.
It is in the original Diamond and Pearl. Like that was super fun, and they don't have the style contests in this either.
That's true. That's true. It's not implemented.
Oh, they don't? I was like looking at a bunch of them. I was like, when I beat the game, I'm gonna come back and do this. I loved these when I was a kid.
I
shame.
did too. It was fun.
They have
So I
the
guess they just
buildings
haven't,
there, but they're not implemented yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
shame.
I wish. I mean, they
Ooh,
may be
Golett.
able to, but
Hey Lawrence, I think I found another one of your Pokemon that would be really useful for you.
a Golem. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, Golett. Look at
Gol-
this guy.
Look at this dude.
Look at
I
him.
believe he's steel flying.
Golett is gross ground.
Is it
Oh,
ghost?
yeah, I
Is it
don't
ghost
think
ground?
he's
What about
flying.
What about Golurk?
It's ghost ground with levitate.
Oh, maybe that's one thing. Because I remember, I know it can learn fly,
Yes, because it's like a fucking rocket robot.
which is silly, but it's good.
It's-
Rocket
It's ghost
robot.
ground because it's based on the traditional golem that's made of clay and like has spirit in it.
But so aren't the Reggies.
Right, but they're
Exactly.
but they can't all be ground type or it'd be boring. Except for Thunderous and Landers are both flying types, whatever.
I think I said this before, and I'll say it again because it still irks me. But I'm really annoyed that with Reggie Alecki and Reggie Draco, because
Oh, I don't like them either.
because
I'm
because the original
having that.
idea behind Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, and Reggie Steel was that rock, ice, and steel were the materials that in Jewish mythology the earth was made out of, like the actual ground itself. And so when you put Reggie Alecki and Reggie Drago in there, it just completely throws that off kilter, where it's like, what the fuck does this mean now? And it's like, I guess in theory, it's supposed to represent different ages. So you have like the Ice Age, the Stone Age, the Iron Age, the Electric
What's-
Age, and the Medieval
What's
Age.
the
Famously in
dragon
Jewish
age?
mythology.
The medieval. Okay, that's why
Medieval.
it's dragon.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like the thing is that it doesn't make any sense. Like that's not what they represented previously, but that's what they represent now, I guess. I don't know. Like I said before. Also, did we ever talk about how kind of silly it is that there are regional variants of legendaries now in Galar?
Regional variants of legend. See,
because Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno are supposed to be unique. They're legendaries. There's only supposed to be one of them in existence. But for whatever reason, they decided that it'd be a good idea to bring back even more Gen 1 Pokemon with regional variants.
It's weird. I've already stated how like I feel a bit weird about the new like legendaries they keep putting out, and we've already talked about that, Zach. And it's not the idea of like the complexity, like that other guy's argument was made. It's just I don't know. It's weird.
It's because of the complexity, yeah.
Because of
I'm just.
Do you think like the new guys are more or less complex actually? Like if you look at Suicune, right?
Suicune.
Like, and then you look at the new like Gorilla legendary, which I don't remember its name. It's like I don't know, they're on like the same level of complexity, right?
What is the name of the new monkey one? Zarude?
I think so.
Sandstorm?
Zarude Sandstorm? Yeah, it is Zarude. I'm thinking about it, and it's like, yeah, I kind of agree. Suicune, Raikou, and Entei are pretty complex designs in general, but it's more patterned, I guess. Whereas Zarude just has like extras. Like I get, like, I don't know. Once again, I'm not necessarily here to defend the guy's argument between, you know, old designs versus new designs being one simpler, one more complex. But Zarude has a lot of extra bits, like extra tafts of fur and like different, like he has jewelry on his arms, if I remember correctly, which is a little weird, but, you know, that's fine. Whereas Raikou, Suicune, and Entei, they have, like, the neck thing. Each one of them has, like, a different face thing going on. And then they also have marking. Well, Raikou has markings on him. Entei doesn't. But Entei also has, like, iron shackles on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is similarly complex. I'm not quite sure.
Yep, I just find the new designs to not be as like cool, I guess.
Now, is that because they're not as cool, or because they're new? Right?
I just think because they're too based on like I could just imagine Zarude if he was tinier, he could just be like a basic like Pokemon. I don't know. I don't
understand why he's a legendary. Him or Zeraora. It feels like Zarude and Zeraora are only legendary, so that way they had a movie tie-in.
Well, see, and that's the thing, right? I don't know. I just feel like it's becoming less. I don't know. It's just they don't feel like legendaries anymore. Like legendary feels like there's only supposed to be one, and all I see is giant monkey.
But the thing is that there's also he's pretty big. He's like twice.
He's 5'11".
I thought in the movie preview he was like, actually, you know what? He's twice the size of a child. That'd be 5'11". Never mind. You're right.
Giant monkey.
His entry says 5'11".
Well, to be fair, it's not like they've ever stuck with that in the TV shows and anime before. Like there was that one shot of Ash.
Hello, Grant.
Hello, Grant. There was that one shot of Ash holding Cosmog, like in his arms.
He's like infinitely heavy.
Cosmog is like the third heaviest Pokemon ever, and it's like Ash is just holding him on his head. It's like, or Larvitar. Larvitar.
Well,
same
can
thing.
Cosmog like choose to like you know carry his own weight?
No.
Like, no, it doesn't like he just.
Cosmog baby.
Cosmog.
I was gonna say, doesn't he like float and fly around?
Cosmog baby.
What if he's just floating on top of Ash's head?
I think Cosmog can float, but I don't know about Cosmoem, which is the evolution of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just remember. Well, like Zach, I also talked to you about like
I am Zach.
How looking at the new like horse legendaries, like I was also kind of just like
I fucking hate the little guy they make ride the horse legendaries. I hate that bastard.
Calyrex?
I hate him.
Yeah, he's a bit weird. He's
awful. I
Like
hate
the
his onion head.
idea, I feel like the idea behind Calyrex is kind of neat. The idea of a Pokemon who's so smart and noble, like so wise and noble, that he's the king of Pokemon, or at one time even the king of humans. I thought that's like a really cool, like legendary, mythical idea. But then his implementation in the Crown Tundra DLC is kind of lame. He just kind of shows up and is like, "Hey, psst, psst, help me."
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Listen,
what was it?
Child, do you have $40? I really need $40 right now.
Do you have
Like
40
Zach, you were saying,
on a
getting
scale
the
of 1 to 10? Do you have
horses
a
was
dollar?
just like carrots. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was
that?
like you had to grow ancient carrots, and then this legendary horse just shows up, and it's like, what?
Yeah, see that I was also kind of, it's just like meh, and it's like I really like the idea of like a ghost horse, and I think it looks cool. I just like I don't think it looks cool enough, I should say, or something like that. Like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like as legendary as like old legendaries used to feel like. Plus ghost carrots. Yeah, that's all you needed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Calyrex. I don't know if the dad from the DLC is an African American man, but he does definitely like subjugate a person and talk through them, which apparently causes headaches and extreme discomfort.
I mean, it causes extreme discomfort in me that they try to tackle something like that in Pokemon.
Also, why didn't they just give him the ability of speech, right? If he's that smart, like Meowth talks.
Meowth talks? There have been multiple Pokemon that talk through telepathy. They literally did it because it would be like this weird, shocking moment, right? But even with that, it's like, I don't know, man. That's like a topic that we don't need to broach.
You know, like if you have a Pokemon that can just talk to you, like that's already kind of like another level. Obviously, possessing people is like scary, but...
Dude, where the hell is, oh no.
Meh.
Where the hell is, oh, is it Dragon? Oh, I just got a Dragon Fang. I thought I got the TM Dragon Claw, and I was like, ooh, that's good.
Technically, it would be, wouldn't it be just like because of Mikey's comment? It wouldn't be like American. It would be British.
What?
Because like him possessing the dude, it would be
African British man. Well, that's the thing. I don't even know if the guy was black. I know he was dark skinned, but I don't know if he was black. Needless to say, there's not really a whole lot to go on. Also, it's Pokemon, so I don't know if they have a Pokemon Africa. I don't think so.
Pokemon Africa?
I don't think they do. Pretty sure they don't.
Please, Badoo, just learn something else besides Mega Drain. Just give me, like, Razor Leaf or Magical Leaf. Just anything.
No.
On the one hand, I would like for to see a gen based on Pokemon Africa. On the other hand, it would need to have a lot of consultants writing for it.
Correct.
To, like, handle it decently.
I remember on Reddit the other day, there was someone posted, it was on r/holdup, and it was this video that was, the purpose of the video was like, we all have differences, but we're all humans, and we all deserve each other's respect. And it's like, at first, it's like this American kid, and he's wearing like a cowboy with a whip, or a cowboy hat with a whip, and it's like, okay. And then it cuts to like a French kid, and he's like a mime, and it's like, okay, that's a little weird, whatever. It cuts to China, and it's a kid wearing the rice hat with the slanty eyes and the buck teeth, going like, ho, ho, ho. And it's like, all right, well, that's probably the hold up moment, right? Nah, it then cuts to Africa, and it's a bunch of like, right out of the bush, like kids with masks and tattoos and spears going, ooh, and I'm like, oh my god, that video was made in 2003, I think. Like, you definitely should have recognized that you shouldn't have done that by then.
Oh boy.
It was,
wow.
It was a thing.
Those wacky filmmakers and their tendencies.
Oh, I've been captured. Oh, I guess I have to fight
I've
four
been
of them.
imprisoned.
I did not realize that my one Pokemon...
How much did you level
You know what
up,
I find
Lawrence?
funny?
A little bit, so I'm off to fight again.
This XP
All right,
share.
hopefully you can beat it within the next 2 minutes.
Da-da-da-da. I'm gonna give
Hey
XP
Grant,
to you.
you weren't here for it. Why don't we resurrect that Team Doom talk for Christ?
No, please, no.
No,
What?
I would say instead of bringing up the base argument of it, I would like to just get Grant's opinion on Team Doom, Team Reflect, Team Echo, and Team Unity, because I think that those are fun and not the discussion, which is not fun.
The discussion was very fun.
The discussion was fun.
it?
The discussion was fun for you, evidently,
Was
which
it?
shows that Saba's evolving.
Dude,
Dabba-dabba,
I've
dun,
learned,
dun,
Grant,
dun.
that Zach doesn't like excitement levels of, you know,
She's doing
Pirates
it.
of the
Again.
Caribbean
You see?
or,
You see what I mean?
Raiders of the
She's
Lost
doing
Ark.
it. This is
That's
her.
it. Hey, I can stop this real quickly. I
She's
just wanted
going.
to share
She's
that
going
with
to
Okay,
you.
let's stop it
light.
real
She's going to
quickly.
light the gunpowder trail, and then as
Holy
it
shit.
Hang
on.
sparks across the floor, she's gonna be like, I don't know.
Hey Lawrence, I'm gonna send a picture that you might like real quick that I just saw over my bed.
I couldn't even.
Don't look at
No,
it.
it's okay. See, yeah, they're
better not
constantly
be a
trying to
spider.
overtalk me. It's fine.
Did you want
It's technically not
I
a
can tell
spider.
you later as well.
Technically not a spider. What does that mean, technically?
She'll
It's
she'll
technically
she'll
not-
tell you, but she'll misrepresent it so that way her position looks better.
Zach, I can just show him the screenshots of our conversation. It's not
Right,
that
but then we
hard.
had an hour-long vocal conversation where you constantly kept misrepresenting what I was trying to say.
Same
Technically,
with
the
you.
creature I'm gonna
Telling me
send
I
is an
like
arachnid, but
world-ending
not a
stuff is
spider.
not right.
You were saying that it needs world-ending stuff to be
I
interesting.
didn't. I just said high stakes. See, you're misrepresenting me right now.
This is what I walked into, by the
don't
way,
find
Grant,
this
so you
fun.
can now share the experience that I walked into.
I want to stop.
Oh, I don't want to look at that picture.
It's a daddy long leg. It's a harvestman. It's technically
Oh, I
not a
don't
spider.
like-
It is an arachnid, though.
I don't like it. Luckily, I'm not looking at it, so that's okay, I guess.
Oh, like
Hey Lawrence, you remember? Hey Lawrence, you remember
Oh, that
that
was
time?
thunderphobe. I'm an arachnophobe.
Lawrence,
Are
you
you
remember
afraid
that
of scorpions,
time
too?
where my dad sent me a screenshot with the
creepy as fuck.
with the explicit orders of sending it to you?
Yes, I remember that.
Dad had a absolutely terrifying looking spider building a web outside his window. Took a picture of it, sent it to me, and told me to immediately send it to Lawrence.
Fuck, please
fucked.
don't.
It was really good.
That's really funny.
It's funny.
Would Lawrence
Grant,
hate
how's
Miss
your
Muffet from
day been?
Undertale? No idea.
My day.
How's your day
Muffet?
been?
Muffet's fine, right? If I remember.
She does
who
have
Muffet is.
spiders, but
She has the move where a fucking spider muffin chases you.
Oh,
Spider.
oh, I forgot that this is what happens in the Dragonspire Tower.
I'm not gonna look
Oh,
at the
Muffet.
stream.
Muffet is fine.
Yeah, but what about her
Even-
spider minions?
Yeah.
I mean, the Undertale art style is very pixely, so
On a
You don't really
scale of 1 to 10, would you
So
date
is,
Miss
so is
Muffet?
Kill It With Spiders. Or sorry,
What?
Kill It With Fire. Sorry.
Kill It With
Kill It-
Fire
Kill It-
was polygonal, not pixelated.
Kill It With Spiders, the
Kill
sequel
It
to
With,
Kill It With Fire.
Spiders. It's just a bunch of Lawrences.
jeez.
Yeah, but they're tiny and they're crawling over like little gremlins.
Oh, look! Hey, Lawrence, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So you see way on the right?
Oh yeah, there he
Who's
is.
that?
So that's the legendary Pokemon that you're about to encounter, but he was originally just behind N a moment ago, and normally in the Pokemon game, the field of view isn't this wide, so clearly when they
Oh.
programmed this scene, they just moved Reshiram over there, but now that we have widescreen, we can just see Reshiram just floating half into a wall.
I was gonna say they often
You know
do
your
that when
tricks.
I've seen that happen in this game more than once, where like the guy's like, "See you later," and he walks like 10 paces to the left, and some other guy comes and is like, "Wow, where'd he go?" And he's just standing there.
Pretty good.
Shit! I forgot to awaken my fucking sleeping pile of swine, my pig bull. I named my
Oh.
pile of swine Pig Bull
Get out of this.
after the after famous Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Wide.
Mr.
The world
Wide
is quite
World.
wide.
So Grant, as I wrap
Yeah.
up my tenure of Pokemon for the evening, I would like to describe to you Team Doom.
Okay.
Saba was very nice. She sent me a very nice video yesterday, which was an orchestral rendition of a bunch of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum music. So I was listening to it while I was in the shower. And while I was listening to it, I was musing about how, or rather, I was lamenting that there aren't more simple Pokemon bad guy teams. Like, pretty much all of them after Team Rocket have something to do with, like, ending the world. Right?
Except for Team Skull.
Except for Team Skull and Team Yell. But Team Yell,
I mean,
does Team Yell even really
hire
count?
Team Skull at one point?
Sorry?
What?
Doesn't Aether Foundation like hire Team Skull at one point to like steal something?
Kinda.
But they're just delinquents.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, without anyone doing anything, they're just delinquents. But anyways, go on.
So that was my point, right? Was that I was like, I want more of that. I want more like Team Rocket, Team Skull level bad guys, and less Team Flare, Team Galactic style bad guys. So I came up with a couple. And the first one, that was apparently a lot more controversial than I initially anticipated, was Team Doom. And I'm going to preface this, because I said this earlier, and I want to see if it works. So, Grant, you remember Giovanni Potage from Epithet Erased?
Yeah.
I was thinking Team Doom would essentially just be just like Giovanni Potage, where they want to be bad guys. Well, they're not. They want to be bad guys. Like, they like the aesthetic of being a bad guy, and they want to be seen as villains. But when it really comes down to it, they don't want to hurt anybody.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I guess.
And that was just the idea. The basic idea of Team Doom
okay.
was that was the basic idea of Team Doom was that their leader is like this. I don't know. He impersonates like this Saturday morning mustache twirling like bad guy, where he's like, I think the example that I gave Saba was that they would have like a scheme where they're gonna kidnap a bunch of Machops from the local construction site to steal a Pokemon Center. Where they're literally
Like
just
an
going to
evil
use the
railroad baron.
where they're literally just going to use the Machokes to lift up the Pokemon Center and walk away.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Right?
But I think then the next thing was, or the comment was, I think one of the sub people was like, but those was it Machamps or Machokes? I can't remember.
Machokes. Yeah.
But those Machokes are already owned by trainers. How are we going to tell them what to do?
To which the boss goes, "Silence, minion! We move now!" You know? That was the idea behind Team Doom, was that they're wacky Saturday morning cartoon villains, a little bit less serious than Team Rocket, a little bit more serious than Team Skull. That was my intention. And then Saba's response to it was saying,
we said we didn't want to. We said we didn't want to talk about this. So just talk about what you want, Zach. Just your team. Focus on that.
Saba's really defensive. Saba's thing was that she said, and Adrian kind of agreed, which is fair, was that there wouldn't be enough stakes in that story.
Yeah.
Like, the story wouldn't really be that interesting because they're not doing anything more intense, I guess.
Right.
I obviously, for the sake of comedy, went immediately over the head of that by saying, "Congratulations, Lawrence, you did it."
Oh,
Nice.
I was trying to say there should be a then. Like it should lead into something.
Well, and I
Like,
guess the then would be, in the case that I kind of explained before, I guess the then would be the one admin who does actually want to be a supervillain and like actually wants to hurt people, where he tries to blow up the building or whatever. But Saba immediately was like, "Oh, now Zach's like editing his stuff as he's saying it." And I was like, "Well, I didn't really explain that, but that's my bad, I guess."
ooh,
So anyway.
Anyway,
I'm Junior.
Congratulations
that,
on
but
Surf.
wait-
You should definitely teach that immediately to your Duat and replace whatever water move you have, because Surf, no matter what, is always going to be better.
imagine that conversation, but like an hour and a half long and way more aggro, and that's what
Yeah,
the first half of stream was like.
50% louder.
You say front
And a
half of
lot
the
louder.
you say front half of the stream. Lawrence and I had a delightful like hour and a half where we were just kind of
Okay.
chilling.
Yeah.
Front half for while I was here.
I was listening to Zach talk about his villains in a one-sided way.
Also,
but then
Lawrence,
I came in and then like Zach was saying something like oh, Saba didn't hear me talk bad about her, right? And I was like, excuse
What?
me?
That's not
What?
no
That
absolute.
was-
Once again, you're lying. You came in and were like, by the way, Lawrence, did Zach tell you about the blah blah blah? And I was like, and then you brought it up, not me.
I
You
don't
brought
think
it
I
up.
remember it being like that. No,
I
no, no,
wonder
came in-
if we
No,
I
no,
wonder
no,
if we
no,
have
Zach,
some
Zach,
sort of
Zach.
recording.
No, I'm pretty sure I came in and the first thing he said, or I was like, oh, I was here this entire time, and he's like, oh, Zach was like, oh, she didn't hear me say this about this. I did not say anything.
I said she didn't hear me talking shit. I didn't say anything about Pokemon, and then I said everybody act natural.
No, see, you said that, and then
By
I
the
was
way,
like, oh,
Lawrence.
it's probably about last night.
Ugh.
So you said it first, Zach. Can't.
No.
Don't listen to Zach. Remember that Surf was a special type move, and if your Pokemon has atrocious physical attack but really good, if your own has a really bad special type but really good physical attack, choose a physical water move instead. Because the difference does matter sometimes if your Pokemon is a physical attacking or a special attacking.
His water type
Pokemon.
move right now does 65. Surf does 90 at 100% hit rate.
But if
There is
your Pokemon
there is
like,
literally going to be no circumstance where his Samurott having Surf isn't going to be better than
Not
Razor
ju-
Shell.
I mean, I'm not talking specifically about Samurai, I'm talking about water type Pokemon in general, because some Pokemon have really bad, really horrible physical attacking or special attacking, but then really good special or vice versa. So just pay attention to your Pokemon stats. If they're like about the same, then yeah, but if your Pokemon has really bad special and really good physical, go for a physical move instead. Like, I think my Piloswine is really fucking garbage special attack. Yeah, my Piloswine is 120 attack and 60 special attack. So I'm gonna go with physical attacks for my Piloswine. The power of the move isn't the only thing that matters, Lawrence. It's the size of the Pokemon that uses it too.
Ah.
I am going to be interrupting stream for a bit. We'll be right back with Metroid Dread. I guess Lawrence is going to try to make more progress, I guess? Or are you done now that you beat Karen?
I might be done since I beat Karen.
That makes
Don't
sense.
look at the DNA part, look at the little bars with different levels part. That tells you what their stats are actually
We'll be right
at.
back.